Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. My name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And tonight we get to watch some hockey together. It's going to be fun. I've got the annual Philadelphia Flyers trip down to Rogers Arena here in Vancouver. It's going to be great. I think the Canucks play them again, like really quick too, October 19th, I believe. So getting the 2 games against that Western rival out of the way has been pretty interesting over the years. Canucks tend to have a hard time with the Flyers, the Broad Street Bullies that they used to be known, but maybe they can do a little better tonight. So before we say hello to everyone, we do have a poll running, so make sure you're jumping on to see what we think is going to happen tonight. The poll is, after a wild game 1, what do you expect from the Canucks tonight? Game 1, first period, all night. Edler will secretly suit up. I can feel the pain coming, or chaos, early season chaos. So we'll see what happens. So let's have a quick look here. See who's in the chat. Big Mac 133, game time. Frank Borgen, let's go Canucks. Mr. Fuji with the wrench, 20 minutes till puck drop. I will be slacking my duties tonight as I'm BBQing and hosting people, but I will pre-like, leave a phone running for watch time and view, and check up during intermissions. Thank you, Mr. Fuji. I appreciate you. He says you're welcome, bud. The Saints, let's get lit tonight, brah. Number 1, beers, sunglasses, smokes, pirates, tubas. Note. I think that's how you read those emojis, right? Mike Torrance would be a good win against Torts. Yep. Former Vancouver Canucks coach, infamous for trying to fight Calgary's coach in the hallway. That was a funny one, but it would be nice to beat him. Cue cards. We need Hatch's cat all game tonight. Cue cards, you are absolutely right. We need Hatch. Hatch, Hachiko. If we don't win, I'm done with this team. I will switch my allegiance to the San Jose Sharks because they know how to run a winning franchise. I think there's probably like some sarcasm going on there, I hope. Hachiko, just fed my cat, so hopefully a happy cat. Good luck. Cool. Cue cards. The cat is the 7th defenseman from now on. I like it. There's the myth, the man, the legend. Yes, hello, cue cards. Okay, so coming up tonight, we've got a couple things going on. We're going to do like we usually do. We're going to look at the lineups. We're going to look at a couple different changes that happen. Just a sneak preview. Bane's back on the team. Got called up from Abby. Tonight, a night for Mr. Alexander Edler, Canucks legend. He signed a 1-day contract yesterday with the Canucks and will be retiring as a member of the franchise. So I'm assuming there will be some pomp and circumstance, and we'll actually play a little video for you too. And then we're also going to have Mr. Dustin Boydell joining me for the Rusty and Dusty sideshow during the first intermission. And then as well, during the second intermission, we're going to do another deep dive, another time machine trip to Nothing is Perfect before it was Nothing is Perfect. An interview, and wait for it, with Mr. John Shorthouse. I interviewed him years ago, and you're going to hear it. He even refers to Rogers Arena as GM Place, so you're going to know how old that interview is. But very cool. You're going to get to hear my conversation with John Shorthouse. Very, very cool. I had to listen earlier. I forgot how much fun I was having while I was doing that. Hopefully I didn't sound too giddy, you know? And yeah, so let's do that then. Looks like B-Dog, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. Big Mac 133 still here. Q Cards 89, you think Edler comes in as a development coach? I feel like at this point he's having a really good time hanging out with his kids down there in LA. I don't know if that's in his future, but you never know. Wouldn't be a bad guy to have around the team. All right, let's have a hop on over to the game tonight. Let's have a look at what's going on. So we have the Philadelphia Flyers versus the Vancouver Canucks. As I said, they're going to be playing them again on October 19th. It'll be 7 o'clock Eastern, so that's going to be 4 o'clock for us. I will be still broadcasting at 4 o'clock. It's going to be wild. I haven't really broadcast their early game yet, so that'll be something new. Hopefully you guys can still make it. Yeah, we get. Oh yeah, I should mention as well, tonight it looks like Lankinen is starting. But before we jump into the Canucks lineup, let's have a quick look over here from Charlie O'Connor. He is one of the Philadelphia Flyers media guys. He's got the lines for us tonight. So Michkov is the one that you will be looking at. Apparently, he is an absolute beast. In the draft, he dropped all the way to 7th, but that's because he's Russian. And there was a lot of conversation about whether or not he was actually going to be able to make it over to North America in a reasonable amount of time, as we do have concerns sometimes with those Russian players. No PTSD from Triumpkin, I swear. Couturier, captain, got scratched last year. We'll see. Kotkaniemi. No, let's move on. Tippett, Frost, Forster, Farabee. Let's see if Hathaway. Watch out for Hathaway. He's a beast. And then on defense, Ristolainen. We know that guy. York, Sanheim, Drysdale, Johnson, Konechny. We did it together, kids. Konechny. Okay, so we have a look. We don't really care all too much about Philly, but yes, this is the guy I will highlight for you. It's Michkov. So now let's jump on over to the Batch Report. Our play-by-play guy for the radio is really, really good at having everything all updated for us. So as he says here, Kevin Lankinen will be starting in goal per Rick Tocchet as well. I mentioned there was a couple of different moves in the lineup. Juleson and Suter have been put into the lineup, and then Aman and Desharnais have been pulled out. So I'm going to assume that Suter will be on the 4th line, but that would mean that Ratu is still on the 3rd line with Höglander and Garland. But we'll see. There could be some changes. I know the lines were getting a little jumbled up. And then Aman, it's going to be one of those things. I feel like Aman's going to be in and out of the lineup. Interesting to see that they didn't take Ratu out, and they do have Baines, who they called up, but they still have not put either. So Ratu will play tonight. Desharnais getting a night off. Mr. Vinny with a couple of questionable plays. Forbert wasn't great either the other night, but we don't really want to relive that chaos anymore. Let's move on, because tonight we're talking about Mr. Alexander Edler, this beautiful man. Signed a 1-day contract so he could retire with the Vancouver Canucks. So what I thought we'd do is before the game, number one, let's have a quick look over at the video. So this video was put out by the Canucks years ago. And I believe it was right when he left the team to go and play in LA. So let's have a quick watch of this old video, but fitting for the night.
Edler's going to try again from the left point. Another slapper. Score! Might have been tipped on the way in, but fantastic shot.
First goal of his NHL career.
Off the bench. It's from scores! Backdoor play cashed in by Alex Edler of the Canucks.
Just beauty.
What it?
Oh, a hard hit.
Yeah, this is the other thing you remember about Edler is those hits. I don't know if you'll see it in this, but there was a hit on Drew Doughty in the playoffs. I think it was 2012. Absolute beauty of a hit. So young, oh my gosh.
My goodness.
There's the rocket by Edler.
Yeah, just nailing people.
Be quiet. Here's Alex Edler again.
Oh yeah, this is an OT winner against Toronto. You'll love to see it. Yes. So that is Alexander Edler in all of his beauty. So let's quickly jump back over to the news of the day. And we're going to have a look because, like I said, one thing that Alexander Edler was very much known for was his hitting. So let's have a quick look here. This is a wonderful website, too, if you guys don't know about it. It is StatMuse. Go on here. It's crazy. The stuff that you can look up on this is great. So what I did is I looked up Alexander Edler made 1,594 hits in his career. So let's quickly have a look. So he has this 1,594 hits in just over 1,000 games played. So that means he was having at least a hit and a half per game, right? That makes sense? Which is wild. And then if you look at it by season too, look at this. 22 games played, 17 hits. 75 games played, 58 hits. Look at this one. The 2011-2012 season, he had 143 hits in 82 games. Played the whole year. 157 hits in 70 games. The other one that blew my mind, look at this. He was in LA at the time, but in 64 games, he had 106 hits. And this isn't the last season he was playing. Like, that's absolutely wild. The man was a beast. But I wanted to also look at his hits in the playoffs because obviously 215 hits in the playoffs. This man was a beast. 5 hits in 3 games. 12 hits in 10 games. Absolutely crazy. 78 hits in the 25 game stretch all the way to the 2011 Stanley Cup Finals. That's a beast mode. 78 hits in 25 games. That's 3 hits a game. Crazy. And then when they went on another little run in the 1920 season, 17 games played, 37 hits. So what a beast. 215 hits in the playoffs. The other one thing I just wanted to point out for you guys too here, the time on the ice is crazy. So look at here. We got the very first full season that he played with the Vancouver Canucks was 2007-2008. He already averaged over 21 minutes per game. Same thing. And it only goes up. And we look back, same thing. Look at that 2011 Stanley Cup run year, 24 minutes per game on average. Crazy. 24 minutes per game the next year, 24 minutes per game the next, 23 minutes, 24. So look at this stretch here. It was like 5-6 years. No, look at this. This is insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 years in a row for the Canucks. He was playing over 23 minutes per game. 24 minutes if you really want to be generous. That's absolutely incredible. His career average was 22. So you're looking at, in his career, Alexander Edler was on the ice for more than a third of the game every single season. And then, not to be put into the shadows, we want to have a quick look at his playoffs too, which let's go back and look at that. The 26.57 or 26 minutes and 57 seconds on average in the 2012-2013 season. That's crazy. Same thing, averaging over almost 22 and a half minutes average. Actually crazy. So, as I said, Alexander Edler, the man, the myth, the legend, signed a one-day contract, will be retiring as a Vancouver Canuck. So we're going to have puck drop pretty quick here. So probably just jump back over to the bar. Let's have a quick back look in at our first poll of the night. Let's see. Right now, everyone is the majority. 42% of you are expecting chaos, early season chaos. And I think I agree with that. Did we all see like some of those scores? It was Pittsburgh lost 6-0 at home. Edmonton lost 6-0 at home. Toronto lost 1-0 at home. I think there was another 6-0 game, wasn't there? The next one up, game 1, first period, all night. So that's the more positive view. I feel like people are feeling maybe good. Maybe the Alexander Edler ceremony inspires us. Maybe the disappointment of losing in overtime. But let's all be honest, Hronek needs to be better on that play. He looked like a pylon out there. Only 10% of you believe Edler will secretly suit up. And then 24% of you feeling pretty pessimistic after that OT loss. I can feel the pain coming. I hope not. Okay, let's see. Zoe in the chat. I can't believe it's Friday. Juleson upgrade on Desharnais, says the Saints. Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think Juleson's got a higher ceiling than Desharnais. Obviously, earlier in his career, he did have some injury problems. Mikov is scouted as the next Ovi. Yeah, that could be ridiculous. That could be terrifying. Q card says Mikov could be scouted as the next Ovi. Calvin 703 Charlie, boo Forbert. I feel like you're going to see a carousel of defensemen on that 5th, 6th pair. DeSaints, Ed's a warhorse, brah. Absolutely. Let's see here. Zoe, this is how you get a one-day contract. Yeah. All the highlights of Mr. Edler. I love the highlights from young in his young career with those baby face shots. Q cards, don't get me started on Forbert. I think we might have already gotten you started on 4 but their cue cards. Mr. Drew Richards, our wonderful wrench-wielding mod, is in the chat. Thank you very much for stopping by, Drewski. We appreciate it. Bringing some order to this chaos. Death Saints is happy to see Drewski too. So is cue cards. Jay back. Yes, sir. Here we go. Nice to see you, Mr. J. Gonna have Dustin on later today as well. Drewski saying he's good. The Saints, Fuji probably burning it on everything the barbecue. Yeah. I mean, do we think he's good at the barbecue? I feel like Fuji's got a lot of good energy. He can do a lot of things at once. So maybe he's out there just flipping burgers like a madman. Oh, that's cool. Everyone, we got Alexander Edler all dressed up. Very cool. I mean, he might as well just play. He's in the uniform. Just take Forbert out. Put Edler in. We had Juleson and Edler on the 5th and 6th, the third pair. Oh, very cool. His 2 daughters wearing his jersey and his wife. I remember that, guys. The Sedines and Edler, the triplets. Oh, they're here. They're here. Hank and Dank in the house. Let's run another pull up for you guys while we're watching the ceremony. The same that we did last game. Who scores first? It's going to be the Canucks or the Flyers. What do we think? What do we think? I'm not gonna lie, your boy Mr. Fuji can friggin' cook food good. Yeah, BX it did do the same thing. You're right, Jay. Signing that 1-day deal. Oh, very cool. Edler's taking the face off against another old guy. Mr. Couturier. I wonder if they're the same age. You two in the background, yep. The classic Canucks skate out song where the streets have no names. Giving me those feels, you know? Some retro. Very cool. So, what do we think? Is Edler coming back for another ceremony for Ring of Honor, or what are we thinking? Ring of Honor? Okay, we're singing the Star Spangled Banner now, kids. Whose bright stripes and bright stars? You're only going to get pieces of it from me. Wonder how Mikov feels about that. Singing the, hopefully he's not singing along to the national anthem. He might get in trouble from Putin. Oh, she hang on to that one. That our flag was still there. I don't know if they'll retire his number. And the home of the brave. Too much? Not enough? Oh, here it is. Our home and native land. Should I do it like maybe like poetry slam style? In all thy sons command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise. And free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. I try not to sing. I've got music in my soul. Mr. Fuji, am I that douchey to come into a hockey live stream and brag about it? Nope. No, you do whatever you want, man. You've got the wrench. You damn right I am. Q card says, where is it here? Van Pedersen, Philly, Mitchkov. Oh, okay, yeah. Those are your votes. So Pedersen for the first goal and then Mikov for the if the Flyers score. Does Philadelphia don't have radio or a way to listen to it while you watch? I've got it playing on Sportsnet. Q cards. I don't know if they're going to retire 23. Pachico, I have a feeling Myers will get a goal. I like it. Today on Reddit, they had the grid. If you guys are on Reddit, there's a grid and they've got all the things like best goal scorer, best slap shot, best wrist shot, best goalie. And they've been going through it on Reddit. And Tyler Myers today I voted as the most overhated player on the Canucks. I feel like he gets a lot of hate. Okay, here we're going to go. We're going to sync it up. They're lining up for the center ice faceoff, and it's in. We got 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52. There we go. We're in. First period has begun. Quinn Hughes. Pastor will argue that icing call because he felt like he was going to get to the puck first, but that's not how it gets called. Unfortunately, the first play of the game from your Vancouver Canucks is an icing. And we all know what we need to do when there's an icing. We need to get a copy of the rule book, sent, priority. Get the Canucks a copy of the rule book. $19:28 left to go in the first period. No shots on the board. Yeah, here we got the line combinations coming up. Yeah, I mean, we've seen Philly. Lankinen made the save, but didn't look like he actually knew where the puck was. Yeah, Canucks are now getting a change. The Pedersen line's coming out. Here we are, the line combination for the Canucks. Heinen, Miller, and DeBrusk, Pedersen, and Sprong. Let's see what the third line is. Yeah, Ratu still on that third line. So then Suter comes in and goes on to the fourth line with Bluger and Sherwood. Icing. Got another play. I think everyone who voted for chaos, just regular early season chaos, I think that's maybe what we're in for. Yeah, they got Forbert and Juleson together, so that's the pair there. The Saints, let's drink, brah. Mike Torrance says PD scores first goal for us. All right, we're back under play. 18:25 left to go in the first period. Philly has one shot. Tyler Myers is on the ground in the fetal position. I don't know what happened. They might blow down the play, though. Oh, he's not getting up. Oh, I didn't see what happened. Who saw what happened? I wonder if he sacked himself. Oh, his knee came down on the skate of the player. It almost looked like he ran into the back end of him. Let's hope he can get up. Okay, Jay, thank you. Mitchkov, not Mikov. Noted. Mitchkov. Mitchkov. If I can learn Kudratsev, then I can learn Mitchkov. Calvin, the NHL Game Center page for the game should have a radio listening option. Yes, yes. Hachiko is right. He's not putting any weight on that right foot. So we've had 2 icings, no shots. And now Tyler Myers is being helped off the ice and not putting any weight on that foot. It looks like his right foot. Not ideal. Flyer season opener about to be a disappointment. Yeah, I hope so. Cue card. Hachiko, just like ours was. Well, it might be with the way this has started. Oh, that doesn't look good. The other part of this is that obviously the amount of time now that they've all been standing around. So you've done your warm up and everything, and then. Oh. Okay. Is it time? Is Edler coming down? Is this all a script? Edler joins the game as Myers goes down. Or maybe, no. Just put Myers' jersey on Edler and then have him come out and pretend to be just like Goldberg, right? Tyler Lyons in the chat. Yo, let's go, boys. Back underway in the first period. 18:05 left to go. Oh! Back to the front of the net. Hoglander and Ratu. Garland turning the pace around, getting the first couple shots for the Canucks. Puck still in. Garland on the point. Forbert was cutting down through the slot, trying to tip that puck in. Inspired by Edler's goal of a similar nature? Maybe. Garland getting tripped. That'll be a power play for your Vancouver Canucks. So 17-17 left to go in the first. Canucks will be going to their first power play. Oh, Ratu tipped that one. That's why Harrison had such a problem with it. Mitchkov. Oh, so it gets tipped twice. Canucks power play. Lawton in the box at 2:43. Get to see the first power play unit again. The new look. Come on, boys. Good pass across just to get it to. Oh, that was a kind of a weird way of doing that. Besser. DeBrusk in. Draws to the net. Canucks 50% on the power play so far in this young season. Oh, DeBrusk. So it looks like the Philadelphia goaltender Erson, not great on rebound control. Oh, here we go. Stretch pass for Miller. 55 seconds left to go in the power play. Got the second power play unit filtering out now. Got Hughes and Miller still out with the second unit. 40 seconds left to go. Blocked. Canucks got to hustle back. Oh, Heinen. Lankinen with a good save, shorthanded. Puck goes all the way back up. Oh, good pass by Hoglander to Heinen. Looks like one of the Philly players probably got the stick, and it goes over the glass. Tyler, you're getting a second hello because this is the place I've gotten to in the chat. Tyler Lyons in the chat. Drewski, happy Friday. All go Canucks go. Yep, Drewski, the Lankinen start. Mr. Fuji, I tried replying earlier, Calvin, to YouTube comments, but auto deleted my comment as soon as I mentioned Logan Paul prime and potential to catch bungus fungus. That could be bad. Canucks still on the power play. Susi. Veronic. So they got two defensemen out. So it's not actually the third unit. Hoglander driving the net. And you got, I can't get over it. Anyone else laugh every time you see Hoglander and Garland get into it with another team in the corner? It's like having like two little brothers, right? Hey, you guys can't do that. Yeah, that was a good save. Hoglander actually got the puck up on that backhand, and the Philly goalie ended up getting his glove on it. Cue cards, looking at Abby Canucks lineup. See Brisebois on the top pair, and Kudratsev is an extra, is a joke. Brisebois is a bum. Let's trade him with Forbert for a bag of pucks and be done with them. And it's possible. We'll be talking about that during the first intermission with intrepid reporter Dustin Boydell on the Rusty and Dusty sideshow. Have a quick look at the Abbey Canucks, who are on their first game of the season tonight. So we'll have a look at how their lineup's looking. 14:56 left to go. Philly just took another penalty. Hooking? Yeah, looks like Philly might not have their legs yet. Okay, let's see here. Cue card. When Myers makes $6 million a year and plays like he did, then yeah, we don't like him very much. Accurate. But he's only making about 3 now, so it actually is a much better spot for him. Yeah, looks like a young guy hooking a veteran Bluger. Hooking call. Can't get your stick in there. Learn the rules, Drewski. Yeah, it's the Saints. Nah, not Myers. He ripped his groin. Oh, no. It's okay, guys. My Myers prediction still stands. He'll come back and get revenge. I would love to see him get back here. Lankinen with a little Patrick Waugh adventure behind the net. Minute 45 left to go in their second power play. Hughes drops the puck. Pettersson gets in. Over to Millsy. Philly does a good job, but the Canucks manage to retrieve the puck. Puck is loose. Chaos in front of the net. DeBrusk tried to feed it over. Erson. Most hated Canuck. Down and out. Yep. Barkov. Yeah, that was a bad one. His knee. Lots of knees. Line. Oh, wow. Pettersson with a low shot. Erson saw it all the way. .49 seconds left to go on this power play. Through the slot, nobody there. Switching things up. Miller moves over to the other side. blocked. Oh, Erison with a little bit of mustard on that one. Might not to make sure that his mom knew that he saved it. Mr. Fuji, I literally not even watching the game when PD is on the ice. I'm solely focused and waiting for any mistake. Guy is a target for me to berate until I see some change. Yeah, I mean, with that huge contract, we talk about Myers making $6 million. Now PD's making 11 plus. That's wild. Mr. Fuji, it's okay. It's only the same muscle Demko pulled in the knee. He will be batch, guys. I think that's offside. Puck just comes out. Whistle is blown. 7 seconds left to go on the power play. Second power play of the game for the Canucks. Cue cards. Looking at the Abbey Canucks lineup. Oh, yeah, we saw this one. Jay says 5-inch height difference between the two. Yep. It's hilarious. The Saints is asking Mr. Fuge how the barbecue is. Not rocket science to cook hot dogs and serve your guests with your salary. And to serve your guests with your salary, Russ. Yeah. Yeah, he makes lots of money off of me. That's true. It's breaking the bank. Am I allowed to play this radio stream? I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look into that. That's something Drewski was talking about too. Good save by Lankinen. Shots are now 9-3 Vancouver with those two power plays. Oh, John Shorthouse slipping in the 420. Flyers had 420 goal scorers last year, everyone. Pettersson on the ice with he had to touch it because it was coming towards him. Forbert, everyone's favorite player. Tips the puck out of play. Laugh aloud to Saints. There you are, bud. My AA counselor told me you're a bad influence after the last 2 streams and to time you out. Bad influences, hey? Purple Lion back in the chat. Yo, Drewski says, welcome back, Purple. The Saints, I was drunk. Drewski says, man, Torts is looking old. Maybe that means I'm old too. Nah. Drewski, you don't look a day over 21. Come on, let's be honest. Mr. Fuji was cooking steaks and chicken legs, have potato salad and brownies with it. Bought the potato salad from Safeway. Shh, don't tell the guests. Yeah, you just put it in like one of your own bowls and be like, oh yeah, it's an old family recipe. You know all the tricks, Mr. Fuji. Mike Torrance, hit him with your groin pep talk. Yeah. Hit him with your groin pep talk. Holy crap. Good save. Yeah. Mr. Fuji, being drunk is no excuse. No out limit and drink within it. Not start cooking on sherry when cooking on sherry when the beer runs out. Big Mac, I'm a goalie, man. Tire lines, Dijon mustard on that glove. Jesus, yeah, absolutely. Wasn't even just regular. It was like spicy Dijon mustard. Drewski, next power play looking controlled. Yeah, they absolutely did control it. Lots of good shots. Ended up with like 9 shots between those two. Calvin, DeBrusque to Brook for another goal? I hope so. Big Mac, how much did we pay Pettersson? Jay says 11.6. 11.6 for 8 years. Wow. Well, thanks everyone who's here in the chat. I am Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. We are watching the Canucks battle the Philadelphia Flyers. Philadelphia's first game of the year. Taking a couple unadvised penalties. 11:40 left to go in the first period. Not going to be enough for icing, I hope. It's always a weird game against Philly for some reason, isn't it? Lackinen using number 32. Offside. Ratu didn't quite time that proper. Is that something you guys would be interested in? Would you be interested in having the radio feed playing over the stream? Okay, let's make it a poll. Playback underway. 10:45. Left to go in the first period. Oh, I thought he managed to slide it through the 5-hole there. Oh. That shot off the end boards. Bluger picks it up and then does that little toe drag. Almost looked like he was going to slide it 5-hole. Harrison managed to shut the door. Yeah. Just tries to touch it through. Didn't squeak though. Harrison is a big boy, eh? Bluger's line stays out. Haven't seen a lot of this line because of the power plays. That's also one of the problems with having early power plays. Offside. Farabee's losing his mind. Oh, come on, ref. Oh. You love to see it. You love to see it. If the Philadelphia Flyers are losing their minds on an offside, that means they're going to lose the game, right? Oh no. Susie's slowly making his way back to the bench. But he's staying there. 9:45 left to go in the first period. Tyler Myers has left the game. Our chaos draft is gone. Sad to see. Rugby game on the half boards. Yeah, so now you got a Philadelphia Flyers team that hasn't had any of their non-penalty kill players out, and you got a Canucks team that has mostly power play. Lankinen covers the puck. Konechny. Now I can just say it. Yeah, earlier I don't know what was going on there. I just couldn't say Konechny. Konechny. Mitchkov. I probably screwed that one up again. Cue cards. Mr. Fuji guest enters the chat. You brought the potato salad from Safeway? Yeah, Mr. Fuji, are any of your friends, are any of your friends in the chat? Because now you've just blown your cover. You've just blown it. Now everyone knows. Yeah, Brock to score the first goal. I could see that. Let's see. Cooking sherry, Russ. It's like a wine you cook with. Low alcohol content. Don't start drinking it when running out of beer is what I'm saying. Yes. No, I actually work in a restaurant, and I was carrying a case of cooking wine today. But I have known some debaucherous cooks that like to get a little bit of that tasty, low alcohol Oh, it's just terrible wine. Drewski's calling out Mr. Fuji for slacking on his potato salad. Actually, best potato salad I ever had is probably my Auntie Dawn. She has a killer potato salad. Purple Line, is Pedersen playing bad or something? Isn't it 2 games into his new contract? Purple Line with another good question. Drewski's trying to be nice to Pedersen. Purple Line, nah, it's too early to tell. Pressure is definitely on him for this season, though. Yeah, I think it's going to take a little bit for him to get into it. But yeah, that's a big contract to live up to. Big Mac, could work. Let's try. Yeah, and no to the radio. Yes and no to the radio. Like, it would be awesome, but it might be much with you talking. Yeah, Q Cards, you're right. I mean, when we had that crazy preseason game where I was able to broadcast it off the Canucks website, it did seem a little overwhelming. But I don't know. I'm pondering because I can literally pull the audio off of the TV. Because as I've said before, I've tried to pirate the whole stream, but it's digitally coded, so my software doesn't actually pick up the video, but I can pick up the audio. So I'm thinking about maybe broadcasting the audio, but I'm pretty sure that's illegal too. But then if I could set it up properly with a good soundboard, I'd be able to actually adjust the audio. Big Max refuses to vote. 8:25 left to go in the first period. Canucks out shooting the Flyers. Something just got thrown on the ice, I think. Something fluttering down. 8:16 left to go in the first. Canuck deep in Philly zone. Got the Ratu line out. Good save by Lankinen. Forrester. Is he Subaru? Saint says no, it would cut into my awesome play-by-play. Yeah. Calvin says purple 11.6 million is a lot, and he has 1 assist in yesterday's, which there was 11 goals scored. You can't tell me that's enough for him. Yeah, no, it's not enough. Well, that was a good point that another Lankinen save, 7:55 left to go in the first. That was a good point Dustin made in the Rusty and Dusty sideshow the other day, is that if everybody doesn't have a career year again, we might be in trouble. But Dustin said, well, if Pedersen can step his game up, then maybe we have a chance of breaking even. Hachiko, I have both the game and the stream on. My laptop wouldn't work well for me. And others doing the same. The radio feed is free anyways. Maybe it could be pinned on the top of the chat instead. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But I would just wonder if the radio feed is like regionally blocked as well, because that's a problem a lot of people run into. Canucks in the zone, 7:30 left to go in the first. Good shot. And again, Arison is making a lot of saves, but he also doesn't seem to have that great a rebound control. Canucks got to get in. They're not around to get those rebounds. Got the Ratu line out again with Juleson and Forbert out. 7:14 left to go in the first. Puck goes into the Philly bench. Chaos. Mr. Fuji not slacking. Drewski slopped it in a bowl and then sarcastically said, dig in, Tubbins, while putting down a bowl down to people. Yep. Simon Burgeon, are you having fun today? Are you having fun today, Simon? I'm having fun today. Welcome back. Zoe, I'm watching baseball and a hockey game. Multitasking. Hoglander scores! 7:05! Beauty pass. That Ratu line has been probably the most dangerous line tonight, and they get rewarded. Hoglander with a non-power play goal once again. Nice. Let's have a look at this replay, kids. Oh no, bad pass right up the center. And Garland with the quick reaction, good pass down low. And Hoglander ripping it Short side, top corner. My absolute favorite shot. I love short side, top corner. I hate icing. I love short side, top corner. Right where mom keeps the peanut butter. I'll tell you guys about the championship game sometime. Short side, top corner. But I can't tell you about the championship game today. If you guys ask Drewski nice enough, he might tell you a story about it. Mike Torrance says, go Dodgers. Canucks up 1-0. Oh yeah, that means I can do this. Boop. 1-0 Canucks. We have the technology. Yeah, unfortunate for Philly, but good reaction, like I said, by Garland. 6:45 left to go in the first period. Is that the shortest goal assist combination of all time? Garland to Hoglander? Do you have Hoglander and Garland standing side by side with Forbert and Myers? That'd be funny. Yeah, beauty. Let's see. They should have kept Baines. They actually, Big Mac, they called up Baines today. So Baines was practicing today. Jay with the goal call. Goal! Spoiler alert, Dodgers in the playoffs. Zoe's cheering for LA and watching LA and San Diego. Zoe probably on Toronto Sports Insider stream. Pachico's also cheering for the Dodgers. I mean, the Flyers are a good team sometimes, but sometimes they're not. They're kind of like the Canucks that way. They kind of shit the bed and missed the playoffs last year. And I mean, the Canucks didn't play the same level through the entire season, but they didn't crater as badly as Philly did. But I mean, this is the whole situation with their goalie, their disgraced goalie. Bluger with the shot. Heinen with a rebound shot. 5:45 left to go in the first. You don't see Quinn Hughes stumble very often. Still got the Bluger line out with Suter. Yeah, it looks like Susie's back on the ice, so that's good. That icing? Icing! Icing! Not an overreaction. Pachico, I can hear the fireworks in my neighborhood. Go Dodgers. You're that close to the stadium, eh? The Saints trade Petey for Brady Tkachuk straight up. Yeah, I might do that. Brady Tkachuk is a beast. Mike Torrance Ohtani is a special foregrown Achiro, yeah. Oh. Another icing call. Drewski, I thought we got a copy of the rule book to him. Mr. Fuji, not worried about radio or Russ talking. Phone is muted. Sportsnet cranked on TV. The Saints, Brady, character, and tough. Petey, question mark. Petey just needs to learn to get greasy, I think. He tries to be too cute on a regular basis. 5 minutes left to go in the first period. 1-0 Canucks. Oh, I should have. Big Hog Niels Hoglander! For all you Knuckhead fans out there. Rockets 3 points. How much we paying him? He's about to get signed again. Hoglander, toe drag, keeps control of the puck. Garland. Quinn Hughes. Shot. Oh, it got blocked. I think Corona got in the front of his Hoglander on top of the guy. Hoglander underneath Philly's skin. Brock has 3 points. How much are we paying him? Not as much as we're paying Mr. Pedersen. Q cards. Brady and Petey are not the same level. Brady wishes he was a tough Pedersen. Yeah, I mean, Brady hasn't made the playoffs in his entire career, so that's something too. Yeah, and Pedersen isn't that tough. Calvin makes a good point. Hoggy, big hog, boom. Let's effing go. Yeah, I wonder, can you guys swear in this chat? I'm going to even try it myself. Can I put the F word in my chat? Oh, I did. Level. Kachuk's in the playoffs. PD, give me a break. Awesome play for Garland to find him. Yeah, Drewski, you're right. Mr. Fuji, one bird in the hand is worth 2 hogs in the bush. Don't Google it, kids. Do not Google what Mr. Fuji just said. Yeah, even he doesn't know. And now he's going to Google it, and he's going to be scarred for life. Pedersen is inconsistent. That's all at his best. He skates circles around Brady Tkachuk. Give your head a shake. There's my head shake. Mike Torrance, that's a great goal. Yeah. Baseball is over. Who won, Zoe? Who won? Did the Dodgers win? Is it over? Oh my God, don't make me go on a PD rant to the Saints. Let's just drink a bit more and calm. We said Tkachuk is worse when we were drunk. The Saints, you're a joke, bro. I'd take toughness, heart, skill any day in the playoffs over whiny wuss, etc. any day. Oh yeah, here's Hoglander. Maybe taking a guy with him. So no, Hoglander the only one to take a penalty on the play. So the Philadelphia Flyers go to the first power play of their season. We can do it again tonight. We can say it about Philly. Remember last game? It's the first shot of the game for the Canucks. It's the first save of the season for the Canucks. It's the first power play of the season. Now we can do it for Philly. It's the first power play of the season for the Philadelphia Flyers. Minute 40 left to go after the Canucks win the faceoff and clear it down the ice. Yeah, there it is. Philly gets stopped at just below the blue line. Canucks pick up the puck and shoot it all the way down the ice. Oh, got a glove on it and then it went high or something, but I don't even know. Lankinen takes a minute, tries to kill a little bit of time, and then covers the puck. 3:34 left to go in the first period. Bobby Robb, show your TV. I cannot show my TV. But honestly, let's give Q some benefit. He's loyal to his team and player. I respect that. Yeah. Yeah. We have a habit in here in Vancouver of jumping all over our players really, really early, but we don't want to do that. Yeah, another good face-off win. Puck goes all the way down the ice into the Flyers zone. 1 minute left to go in the power play for your Philadelphia Flyers. Susie with a good body there. Good block. Pedersen with the block. There it is. I mean, that's the thing we quite often forget about Pedersen too. He does kill penalties. Oh my God. $1 in the swear jar. We got to get a swear jar, eh? $20 seconds left to go in the power play for Philly. Canucks pick up the puck and shoot it out to center ice. The profanity. Why can't I? Timeout. Nothing is perfect for language. Oh no. Forster all over the net tonight. Finally getting rewarded on the power play, all alone in front of the net. And Rick Tocchet is not happy about that one. Not happy at all. The Canucks look lost on that. Is Garland back on the defense? Oh no, it's Forbert, of course. That's another one. That's very similar to the last game where Forbert was like, am I going to block it? Am I going to not? And that's the result. So now it's 1-1. The Philadelphia Flyers are 100% on the power play for the season. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, the Canucks look lost back there again. That looked like second and third period Canucks. .219 left to go in the first. 1-1. The Ratu line back out. Hoglander out of the box, looking for some revenge. Digging in the corner. Brockfester getting the puck low. Heinen. Miller loses the puck. Michkov. Yeah, boo Forbort. You're right, Calvin. .120 left to go in the first period. 1-1. Just a reminder, going to have Mr. Dustin Boydell joining us in the next intermission. I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. 1-1, and there is just over a minute left to go in the first period. Offside. I want to see a replay of that. I'm calling BS. Oh, cheeky. Oh, yeah. No. Garland couldn't keep his foot outside the blue line. We got 14 seconds left. See if they can do something with it. Yeah, good face-off win for Petey. Hughes rips it around. 5 seconds. Rugby game in the corner. That's going to be it. End of your first period. Let's just update our charts here, kids. It is now the first intermission. And as we've been doing a lot of the time, ever since we developed the technology to do so, we've been having quick chats, having the Dusty and Rusty sideshow. So let's bring the man, the myth, the legend onto the show, Mr. Dustin Boydell. Welcome, brother.
Evening. How are you?
I'm doing really good.
Excellent.
So we got a bunch of things to talk about tonight. Big night for a former Canuck. We got talk about the chaos of the first period. This is any ups? What are your ups for the first period, Dustin? I guess we'll start there.
I like the Hoglander Ratu line.
Mm-hmm.
They look good as a Hoglander, man. Like, has there been any player that has turned their game around quicker under a new coach, like in recent history, like on any team? Just someone who just his development like shot out of a cannon the second Tocchet showed up.
Yeah.
And it's just so nice to see, and he's been rewarded with that contract, and he's just like hit the ground running the second he put pen to paper, and it's just, you love to see it.
I think it's one of those things. I've heard a couple of the players, a couple of the coaches talk about how he started with the Canucks and then he went down to the AHL, and I think he took that really, really hard. And I think he proved it when he got down there. He put his nose to the grindstone and he made sure that he did everything that all the coaches were telling him. And I mean, he even heard from a couple of players like, this is going to be good for you. It is a lower league, but go down there, play tons of minutes, and things are going to turn out. And it seems that way right now.
Yep.
What are your
And
downs for the first
really
period?
hoping for. I was really hoping. Well, first of all,
Yeah.
before we get to the downs, I was really hoping that Oman was going to be playing with Ratu and Hoglander for an umlaut line tonight, but we didn't get it to happen. So
You already got a name for a line.
maybe, yeah.
I guess with the amount of roster changes that have happened, then you might actually end up seeing that happen.
Oh yeah, I'm sure at some point. Losing Myers so early hurts big time. I mean, our right side is not deep as it is.
Yeah.
You saw it on that penalty kill there. Usually that would probably be Myers in that spot, not Forbert.
Yeah.
So, that's definitely a down. There's probably pretty scrambly play. Like we're still not clicking on our breakouts. Getting set up 5-on-5 in their end. We haven't really generated any structured offensive zone time. It's been a lot of back and forth. We did have some time there during the days, and we're getting shots through, but we obviously need to bury a couple more of those chances.
Yeah, it still obviously has that kind of early season feel, and that's kind of
Very
what
much
everybody
so.
in the chat was thinking tonight. That was the majority answers, that we're going to see a chaos game again, and that's usually how things start.
Yeah, the lines are still kind of in the blender. We're still trying to find that full true roster.
Yeah.
I did like Lankinen.
Mhm.
He looks solid in net.
Yep.
I like his ability to track the puck through traffic a little better than Silov's. Obviously Shilov's is great. He's a good goalie, but he's a reactive goalie, and he struggles to find the puck in traffic.
That was 3 goals last night from the same spot.
Yeah, and that's been his biggest downfall since he started with the big club. So
yeah,
hopefully he can get that sorted out, and yeah, hopefully it's not a product of the change in Ian Clark moving to more of a scouting role, and Justin Pogge kind of coming in as our actual goaltending coach.
right.
Justin Pogge didn't have exactly the best NHL career. He does have the gold medal with the World Juniors. Can he bring the same structure and teachings that Ian Clark did? Only time will tell.
Yeah.
But hopefully we don't see a regression in our development of goalies, because that was something we were leading in for a while there.
Well, we were talking about how it was going to turn. We went from a goalie graveyard to being a goalie producer with the amount of goaltenders that were in here that were looking really good. Ian Clark had the magic touch. So you're right. You're a little worried that you might see a regression here from some of our guys. But I mean, Ian Clark's still around. But I guess it's one of those awkward situations with Canucks management to start the year. But hopefully they can sort things out, right?
Absolutely.
And then obviously big night for a former Vancouver Canuck, Alex Edler, signing that 1-day contract. Yes. When you look back at the career of Alex Edler, is there any like season or moment or like what screams Alexander Edler to you?
I think the unfortunate thing with Edler is that he was always destined to be a really good, like, 2-3 defenseman.
Yeah.
But because he was really the only defenseman that we really fully developed through the Canucks organization and brought him up and kept him, for a long time, he always got that air of he should be a 1-2 guy. He should be a top line guy. And I think that was too much expectation for him throughout his whole career. I think he did a great job with the skill set that he had. His ability to turn it up in the playoffs was never missed.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously one of my biggest memories of him is absolutely blowing up Drew Doughty in front of
Yeah.
the net in the playoffs that one year. It's one of the highlights of Edler that sticks out in my mind.
It almost makes you forget
He
that
was
they blew
never.
that series.
Yes.
I was watching
Yeah.
that one in the Dominican.
Yeah.
Mm.
He was just always touted as that star defenseman, but he never really was going to be that.
Oh, he's a third round
And it's
pick
one
too.
thing. Exactly. So, I mean, considering where he was picked and the career we did get out of him, he performed very well. I think there was always too high of an expectation from fans with
Mhm.
him, just because of the lack of development and depth in our defense in our organization for so long.
Yeah. I mean, we went over his stats earlier, and I started reading out like his average ice time for, I think it was 7 or 8 years in a row. He was averaging almost 24 minutes a night on average.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the
Yeah.
playoffs, I think the other stat, because obviously he has tons of hits. He had over 1,500 hits with the Canucks, in his NHL career. I think it was like 1.5 hits a game. But then if you look at his playoff stats, he ended up having almost 3 hits a game in the playoffs. So he doubled the amount of hits, right? Like, and I think that's one thing that people underappreciated was that mean presence, because people didn't want to go into the corners with him.
No. And you never really looked at him as a mean guy because he was so quiet in the locker room around the media. He was never that loud, bang and crash type of guy, but he could back it up if he needed to.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the one that stood out for me too was the overtime goal against Toronto at home, right?
Yes.
Beauty.
Yep.
Oh, one last stat to throw at you. His last season with LA, he had over 100 hits in the season. And I think it was only like 72 games played in his 17th season, right? Like, just beast mode. Do you think he ends up in the Ring of Honor?
Yeah, I'm sure he probably ends up in the Ring of Honor. It's probably the right spot for him. I don't think it's a jersey retirement type thing, but it's definitely some sort of extra honor for him.
Yeah.
You got Matty Oland up there, so you kind of he's kind of the second.
He's the second coming of Matthias Oland.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So the next thing I wanted to pick your brain about, so obviously we saw the news today that Baines has been recalled from Abbey. He's come up. He's joined the team. And then today we talked about it all very obviously. Suter and Juleson got inserted into the lineup. But with Baines coming up, do you think that's kind of the management team looking at Ratu and saying maybe he needs to be on a shorter leash?
Possibly. I think he's doing things well. I think maybe Oman might be on the shorter leash.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to say. It'll be telling after this first week here to see who's playing on that third and fourth line.
Mm-hmm.
After about 10 games. I think Baines. I know everyone coaching was really happy with the camp that he had. I know it was a really hard decision to send him down to start in Abbotsford. And I mean, he didn't even start because obviously they're playing tonight and he's not there. What I don't want to see happen is him being up with the big club and getting jerked around in and out of the press box, not getting game time, because that will be detrimental to him.
Right.
In the end. So my hope is that because they called him up, he does see a game this weekend or early next week to get a chance, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I mean, even just what they did with the lineup tonight, obviously with Amon coming out rather than Ratu, I think that speaks volumes to where they're at right now. And then obviously that Ratu line scores a goal tonight. Good play by Garland over to Hoggy. So
yeah, absolutely.
As you said right off the top, that's probably been the best line for the Canucks so far tonight.
Yep.
That's a good way to stay in the lineup. So the last thing I wanted to pick your brain about is obviously the Abbey Canucks. They are also starting their first game of the season tonight. Let's see.
They are playing in Calgary.
In Calgary, yeah. So it's another battle with those filthy Flames.
Yep.
I'm going to just quickly pull up. I haven't done this before. I'm going to switch on over. We're going to pull up the actual roster here. So your beautiful face is off for a second. But we're going to go over to the Abbotsford lineup here. And like we talked about, we talked a little bit earlier about the amount of defensemen that they have. So we're quickly counting out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 defensemen currently on the roster. Logjam. So go ahead. Yeah. I guess the first question I had for you is like goal scoring wise, who do you expect to have a really good offensive down there in Abbotsford?
Kudryavtsev, I think, is someone you can look at to build his offensive skill.
Yep.
At the professional level. Obviously, coming out of junior, he had a good junior year last year, and he has that upside for offense.
Mm-hmm.
He is on the smaller side. He's under 6 feet, so I think he's coming in at 5'11". So with all of these extra defensemen they have, does he maybe take some shifts with a forward line here or there? I know tonight the team did ice 11 forwards and 7 defensemen, so they do have an extra defenseman out there. Every player has played shifts in the game. I've been watching the game tonight, so you know it's been a good game overall.
Is Kudryavtsev playing tonight?
Kudryavtsev is playing tonight.
Oh,
He's
okay.
the 7th D man. So he's playing as a 7th D man. Some notable missing players that aren't in the opening night lineup I thought was interesting was DiGiuseppe
Mm-hmm.
and Lecker-Mackey were left out of tonight.
Interesting.
And on the blue line, Wolanin and Hiroshi were both left out of the lineup. But obviously, when it comes to the AHL, they play more like baseball series. So when they travel, you're going to play tomorrow night back to back. So I'm sure we'll see some of those guys rotate in tomorrow night. You have Tolopilo between the pipes. So tomorrow, Patera likely goes
Mm-hmm.
to start the season. It'll probably be like that for a little bit to see who's really carrying the hot hand. You have Breezewell and Jet Wu as your top pair, just carrying the load as veteran defensemen. I think both of them probably stuck in the AHL now for the rest of their careers.
Yeah,
I don't think
so
Wu
too.
has taken the steps that he's needed to take. Year after year, he's one of the first cuts from training camp, and he just doesn't stick around. And I think he's just running out of time. Breeze was obviously getting a little bit older, so he's got that veteran presence.
Right.
From the forwards, I think someone to keep a close eye on down there is Sammy Blais.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who has quite a bit of NHL experience and was hindered by injuries. I think he's got a lot of hunger to get back in the league.
Right.
He already has 2 points tonight and a goal and an assist. If he can find that speed that he had before his knee injury, I mean, he's a bona fide third line player, maybe even top 6 when he has his speed at the top. So I'd keep an eye on him as some insulation going forward with injuries and stuff, and also when we move forward to playoffs and the cap it doesn't exist anymore, and you can call up your blue chips. He could end up being one of those really important pieces in a playoff run.
Interesting. Well, thank you very much again, Dustin, for joining the show. As everyone can see, cycling below him, Paragolf Pro on Instagram, Paragolf_pro on Twitch. Got on the first try this time. Check him out. Dustin, thank you very much. As I said, enjoy both games, and we'll chat with you again soon.
Absolutely. Have a good rest of your night.
Take it easy, brother. Ah, it's me again. Welcome back, everyone. It's 1-1. We're in the first intermission. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. We are watching the Philadelphia Flyers versus the Vancouver Canucks. Philadelphia in their home opener. No, in their season opener, because they're obviously not playing at home. This is Vancouver. And it's 1-1. Both power play goals. No. It's not both power play goals. What am I talking about? Let's go have a look at the actual stats instead of me mumbling around. Here we go. Here we are, an updated stat sheet for all you beautiful people out there. So we've got so far, 1-1. Second period's just about to start. Quick down look here. So Philly ended up with 10 shots. Vancouver ended up with 12 shots. Niels, Big Hog Hoglander with the first goal from Garland. Beautiful play. And Tyson Forster also all around the net tonight. Penalties so far, we got the Scott Laughton tripping on Connor Garland and the Mitchkov hooking on Teddy Bluger. So I've told you to look at Mitchkov, and tonight all he's done is taken a penalty. So far the Philadelphia Flyers are 100% on the power play. And look at this, that is noticeable. The Canucks are absolutely dominating in the faceoff so far tonight. So let's see if they can continue with that. Philly taking the hits. So it's 6 hits to 3 hits, and then 5 giveaways each, 3 takeaways for the Canucks. Here we are. Let's sync things up for you. About to get started here on the second period. Like they're getting a good drink of water before they get started or something. Quinn Hughes playing 10 minutes in the first period. Puck is dropped for the second period. 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. And we're into the action. Teams have switched ends. Veronic. Guess they said no icing. 3-on-2. Oh. Good play on the blue line there by the Philadelphia D. Got the Garland Hoggy lined out with Ratu. Driving the net. Making something happen on every shift tonight. Yeah, let's have a quick back. Let's have a quick look back here, chat. KJ Brazzy in the house. Nice to see you. Welcome back. KJ Brazzy, you are absolutely right. Dakota Joshua needs to get back in this lineup. The Saints like watching McIntyre on Sat. Ian McIntyre stealing my Trevor Linden interview. That's the goal, everyone. That's the goal. We want Trevor Linden on Nothing is Perfect. Let's make it happen. 19 minutes left to go in the second period. Garland in. Forbert with a shot. I think it went wide. Oh, Hoglander had the puck fall off his stick. Hoglander takes it off the skate, back to his stick, makes a good pass. Back over to Hoglander. Just relentless on the puck. It's like having 2 honey badgers on one line. Susie just wide. Pedersen onto the ice, mid-line change. DeBrusque out there now too. Garland going for the change, so we'll see Sprong come out too. 18 minutes left to go. Canucks still controlling. Managed to get a full change. You got a tired Flyers team out there. Another shot wide. Pedersen in the high slot. Takes a shot wide. Sprong puts it down behind the net. DeBrusque gets outworked in the corner. The puck goes all the way down the ice. The linesman says no icing for some reason. Sprong! Mid-line change. Quinn Hughes doing the spin cycle on the blue line, but loses the puck. And we got Sherwood and Bluger out. Yeah, it looks like Sutter's out now too with Hronek and Hughes. 3 minutes into the second period. 1-1, Philly, Vancouver. Nothing is perfect. Russell Holiday. Just a reminder, everyone, coming up during the second intermission, exclusive interview with the guy who's calling the game right now, Mr. John Shorthouse. Not live. No, he's not doing it live. It's from the time machine of Nothing is Perfect, from the days before Nothing is Perfect. BCIT Evolution 1079. Got the Miller line out now. I think we've seen all 4 lines now. This is the second time we've seen the Miller line this period. Juleson. Shot. Far side. Blockered away from Harrison. Juleson. Besser with a blast from the high slot. Yeah, now you got Farabee stuck out there. He's been out there for 1:28. Must be gassed. Oh, and somebody's lost a stick for Philly. Oh, and the puck bounces from Hyndman to Ersson, so he's able to cover the puck, relieve the pressure, and allow his team to get a change because they're really, really tired. Yeah, Toesley. Welcome, Toesley. Yeah, the Chaos Giraffe broke my heart tonight while he broke his knee. Mr. Fuji, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Now look, Q is gone. Had 29, now 28. Did we pick on Q? Why did we pick on Q? Come back, Q. Did you all see Glovey's video of Myers fall down by the ref? No, I didn't see that. I'll have to check that. Everyone, Glovey McGloveson is also hilarious. They have now officially announced that Tyler Myers will not be returning from injury. I mean, if there was ever a time to have Edler come back and have one more legendary moment, but I guess they didn't announce him on the roster. Yeah, it looks like Lankinen took a puck off the mask and now he's just getting the neck protector put back on here. Petey's new nickname, the Diabolical Donkey. 16 minutes left to go in the period. Ratu with a good hit in the corner, but Philly ices the puck. Yeah. Icing. I mean, I don't get as upset when the other team ices the puck. Yeah. The DD, the drunk driver. Toesley, Lanky looked good. Yeah, you're right, Toesley. Mike Torrance, the team missed Dakota and Demko, the DD. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're loving our backup goalies. They do well, but at the end of the day, Demko is probably top 6 in the whole league. That game against Calgary, Demko in the net, we probably win. The Saints, I'll time myself out, Fuge. Yeah, totally, you're right. From goalie garden to goalie graveyard. Hopefully we don't go back there. B-Dog, Dustin, how's fishing in the Chilliwack River? B-Dog, I didn't see this while I had him on, but I'll make sure to ask him next time. B-Dog, do you know Dustin? Kucherov, 9 million last season, 144 points. Ross, PD, 89 points, 11.6 million. Yeah, KJ Bradley, Lank looks okay. Okay, we're back underway. 15 minutes left to go, and Lankinen makes another save. Finally gets a shot. It's easy for a goalie to get bored back there. Big Mac 133. I like that Lanky's got some scuffs on his new Nux pad. Yeah, he's been putting in the work. Zoe Potato Bacon. What is this game called? Galaga? Is it Galaga? Is that a picture of a Galaga character? Big Mac, what colors are most scary to see in front of you? I remember, do you guys remember Marc-Andre Fleury's yellow pads? Mr. Fuji PD, the Mitch Marner of the West. Oh. Billy intercepts a high pass. Hronek just throws his stick. Hronek is complaining to the ref that his stick got knocked out of his hands, but I have to say to that is hold on to your stick, Hronek. So you got upset that somebody slashed your stick out of your hands, and so you went and took a penalty. Let's see what he does. Pedersen laying his body down. I didn't even see the tripping call. Flyers going to the second power play of the game. And remember, kids, they're 100% on the power play right now, so that's a little scary. A Major Tau says the Canucks get the second goal, and I think Hogg for 2. Jay, I would love to get Clay on. It's one of those things. Got to figure that out. Flyers on their second power play. 14-15 left to go in the second period. Lankinen fights that one off. Tip it with a nice hold. Bluger and Sherwood ensuring that puck gets all the way down into the Philly zone so they can get a change. One minute left to go on the power play for the Flyers. Heinen and Jules and making sure that puck gets back out. .45 seconds left to go. .30 seconds left to go on the power play. Oh, Jam played the side of the net. Yeah, puck came crazy off the pads. Brink getting fancy. Good feet by Heinen. Oh! Farabee, so upset with himself. He even puts his face to his hands. Hronek is out of the box. Philadelphia is now 50% on the power play. They literally, within one period, they've lost 50% of their power play power. That's ridiculous. 12:25 left to go in the second period. If he has Clay Kempner, subs will 100 times real fast. Also, use NHL.com and show chat goal simulators. What's goal simulation? Oh, puck squirts out. Susie and Hronek out together, obviously juggling the line since Myers left. Oh! They called it a too many men on the ice call, but I'm pretty sure that you can call it the Canucks penalty. Farabee on one knee, putting his hands to his face, realizing how bad he is. Let's have a look here. What is the slot? Purple line, the slot is the space in between the face-off circles down to the goalie. So if the goalie's right here, it's like this. Here, let's see. Pull this up here. There we go. I'll show you a picture of the slot. Here we go. So if you look at this is the slot right here. So this is the goalie here, and this area right here is the slot. Right in between this area. Interesting, right? And this is probably the best place in the whole game to score goals. Second period, 1-1. Russell Holiday, nothing is perfect. Watching with a lot of beautiful people in the chat. DeSaints, Calvin, KJ Brazzy here's Big Mac. Big Mac, what the fuck is PD supposed to be? I don't know what PD's supposed to be. Q Cards is back. Sorry, I left to grab some food. Jay answering the question for people lying about the slot. Yeah, Calvin. No, Forbert is on the ice. Radio here and there helps, but not full time. I enjoy funny takes, comments read, and reaction from people not reading but hearing him read them, then typing after. Are the Flyers good now, and how often does the fourth line play? The Flyers were good to start the year last year, and they were very bad to end the year. And the fourth line generally gets about 10 minutes or less of playing time. Canucks onto their third power play of the game. First power play unit out. Pedersen tried to get it back to Miller, but it got blocked. Yeah. Canucks overload down low, but couldn't quite get control. Q, don't ever scare me like that, bud. I thought these savages bullied you gone. No, Q's tougher than that. DeBrusque gets the puck. Battling with two Flyers. Oh, Miller fumbles the puck. I think DeBrusque just got high sticked. Yeah, I think he just took a stick off the face. 1 minute left to go on the power play. Part of the second unit is out. Part of the first unit stayed on. $50 seconds left to go on the power play. Rugby game is broken out in the corner. Brutal. My goodness. Can't get into the zone again. Phillies definitely looked a little better on the penalty kill for the last one. Sprong and Garland working in the corner together. Power play's over. Controlling the puck. $9:23 left to go in the second period. It's got a line of Hoglander, Sprong, and Garland out there. Yeah, Hronek gets back finally. Are we starting to get worried about Hronek, or is it too early to be worried about Hronek? I gotta relax. It's only game 2, right? It's only game 2. It's fine. 8:45 left to go in the second period. Hey, Trevor, do you think you can get out there and help? No? Okay. Bluer scores! It was the power of Trevor Linden. Trevor Linden said he wouldn't help, and then he did. Woo! 2-1. Bluger crossing himself. Praise be. Not a religious man, but if it helps you score goals, Bluger, I'm happy to have you cross yourself. Let's see here. Oh, what a little tip down low. Suter and Bluger. Hey, everyone. Guess who got the assist? Forbert. Forbert got the assist. Woo! Forbert. You did something. Unicorn 40 from DeSaints. Major Chow having a look at the young team here in the Flyers. Why would you make the line change? Purple line, they changed the lines during the power play because they still get tired. It's hard to play more than 45 seconds in this league. Teddy Bluger, first goal of the year. Yeah, let's get caught up with chat. Calvin, imagine being from BC and wanting to watch Vancouver, but it's blocked by regional, regionals. Major Hoglander could be big for us. Yeah, KJ Brazzy, I agree. Hoglander and Garland have been looking real good tonight. Mr. Fuji, no need to hold. You can show. Don't think it hurts the stream. Then again, I might be wrong. KJ Brazzy, laugh. Cutter Gauthier really screwed Philly over and pulled a Lindros on them. I mean, is that karma, KJ? Is that karma? Because Lindros ended up playing for Philly because he held out on the Quebec Nordiques. So then they got a superstar drafted who held out on them, and they ended up having to trade him. So the Saint says, welcome, Major Tau. Hit subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and enjoy. I'm pretty sure that Major Tau has already hit that. But for anyone currently watching that have not hit that subscribe button, I would much appreciate it. I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. We're going to be broadcasting every single Canucks game together, watching, having a good time. At Major Tau, Gary Wiseman. I haven't seen you yet tonight, Gary. Nice to see you. Asking Major Tau, have you decided to branch out to other keys now? Mr. Fuji, I hope Max Holloway lights up True Topura next week, but I'm doubting that. KJ Brazzy, I was always root for Max Holloway. Guy's a beast. Major Tau, haha, I'm now open to a more than a major scale. Yeah, Forbert with the assist, kids. Cue cards. Forbert plays hockey. Who knew? Canucks controlling still. Sherwood with a backhand shot. Looks like his stick broke on the play. He gets back to the bench. Getting rewarded for their goal by getting another quick shift. Lots of energy from this line. Sherwood working hard. Can't quite keep the puck on side. .720 left to go in the second period. Puck got through. Hoglander sends the puck out. Garland has to skate onto it. Hoglander retrieves the puck. Ratu was going for a change there or something. That was weird. Forbert with a long pass out to center, but it gets intercepted by the Philadelphia Flyers. Puck over the glass. Q-Card asks, who scores next? Who do we think? Who scores next? Gary Wiseman, you were very observant. The reason I removed the A is because everyone calls me Major. Major in the house. Understood, Major. Yeah, Zoe, is this Galactica? What is it called? Galaga? Galaga, right, Zoe? Major Tau. So I went with Nest, Squirrel, Nest with Eggs, 100, Trophy. Save a tree, eat a beaver. That's an accurate statement, DeSaints. You would save some trees if you ate a beaver. 6 minutes left to go in the second period. Canucks now lead 2-1 off a goal from Bluger, being rewarded once again with another quick shift. Bluger's had 3 shots so far tonight. Canucks have definitely probably had the run of play in this period. Maybe not a dominant, but definitely felt like more of the play has happened in the Philadelphia Flyers zone. Icing. No kicks around here, just some icing. Yeah, it looks like now, okay, Miller's coming out to take an offensive zone face-off. That line hasn't really been all that noticeable. But we are definitely getting some early season chaos vibes going on. Hachiko, friend, should I drink hot chocolate or coffee tonight? Both, mix it up. I do not like both mixed, unfortunately. Both in one right now. Choffee, says Gary Wiseman. I do love hot chocolate in my coffee. I literally have a little thing of mint hot chocolate, and I put that in my coffee sometimes. Make it a hazelnut mochaccino or whatever. Hughes back to the point. Miller down low into the slot. Back to Hronik with a blast wide. Behind him behind the net. Well, I'm looking at these defensive these days. I have to call them. Got to call them according defense. Jake's Takes Hockey in the chat. Welcome to the stream, Jake. I'm assuming you got my message. Everyone who is in the chat right now, make sure you go and check out Jake's Takes Hockey. I can even pin this for a quick second. Go check this man's channel out. Hilarious content. Got to check him out. And yeah, he's calling JT Miller to score next. 4:20 left to go in the second period. Puck goes out of play. We're going to go take a break. Let's get caught up. Mr. Fuji, did you delete my pinned message? Let's see. Why'd you delete the message? Laugh out loud. I just removed Russ' comment he pinned. Mr. Fuji, you're out of control. McLovin, the cheap seats for Canucks games. Yeah, Major, you're talking about the game. You guys are going, you and Hachiko are going to catch a game, right, Major? Hachiko and Major catching the games. Big Mac, yeah, where's our green boys? The green men have retired, I think. Funny story, I actually worked with one of the green men at the radio station back in the day. Ryan, beauty man. We used to sit there together late night at C-Fun and Team 1040. And we'd sit there and we'd push one button every 30 minutes or so. Me? Who? Me? Or the other Fuji? Do we have another Fuji impersonator in the chat? Is Canucks playing defense only? It looks like right now the Canucks are playing defense by keeping the puck in the Philly zone. Q cards, 2 questions for everyone. Do you think Bourdon would have been a Canuck his whole career? And do you think he would have been the best Canucks defenseman of all time if he didn't pass away? I don't know if I can comment on like him being the best, but I definitely think that he was going to be a lifelong Canuck. That was such a beauty, man. Such a tragedy to lose him. Tyler Lyons appreciates the mint hot chocolate for the win. The Saints claims to be Fuji. Did Fuji and Saints trade phones? Canucks in on a 2-on. Nope. It ended. Besser just got plastered to the boards. Philly retrieves the puck. I'm going to the November 7th also, bro. Just haven't bought tickets yet for that one. Yeah, the first ever Nothing is Perfect meetup. I want you guys to get pictures. You'll have to coordinate through the chat. I'm actually going to put up a quick poll here before we go into the intermission. Do you use Discord? We're thinking about starting a community Discord here, people. I don't think Susie is hurt, Mike. I believe he stayed in the game. But Tyler Myers is out for the night. .240 left to go in the second period. Canucks lead 2-1. John Shorthouse, what a beauty. For everyone listening or watching on the television. Hathaway doing some work. Puck shot off a stick into the netting, and that'll get a whistle and a face-off down low. I'm going to, no, we've seen that one. Nice, take the fall, bud. Team player right there, guys. KJ Brazzi saying the cheapest that they've seen is $85 for tickets, so. Hachiko said a Discord server would be cool. Yeah. So one thing that I was actually really wanting to do is to be able to bring you guys onto the show. So we have Dusty come on for the Rusty and Dusty sideshow. But like I said, I've got a radio background, and that's something that you do in sports radios. You take calls from the people. So I'm thinking we may end up setting up Discord for the community, and that would give us the ability to take calls live on Nothing is Perfect. Just under 2 minutes left to go. Second period. The game has once again descended into chaos. Major Tao used to go to games for free. Me too. You'll actually hear in the interview coming up in the second period here when I'm speaking with John Shorthouse. The first time I met him was selling 50-50 tickets at Canucks games. Philly pressuring, Lankinen with a save, directs the puck to the corner. Philly making a last push, trying to get something going before the end of the second period. Yeah, so you hear me coming up in this the second intermission, chatting with John Shorthouse. There it is, see a little sneak preview. Old school John Shorthouse there. 42 seconds left to go. Second period. Maybe another icing. Yeah, icing that late in the period, not great. Yeah, good shot there from Zamula. Are you lying about using Discord is a question. So we're looking, not everyone's using Discord. Nothing really comes from it, even though the Philly, Canucks turned it back around at center, but Miller loses the puck. Hughes was trying to join the rush, but the puck ended up getting shot all the way back down in the Canucks zone. I wish they did the physical booklets like back in the day. Yeah. 7 seconds left to go. Quinn Hughes standing behind his own net. I guess they're just happy to kill the rest of this period. There it is. Let's quickly just get caught up in chat. Major Tab, the cheapest I paid once in 2010 was $20 for Anaheim at LA Kings. Yeah, cheap tickets down there in the States. Mr. Fuji, no idea how even to use. Let's just keep simple, bud. Not up for installs and updates, training manuals, and how to use. Mr. Fuji, I would not expect you to run the Discord. I wouldn't put that on you, bro. You already do too much, man. You've got too much work on your plate. You're making potato salad, you're cooking food for your friends, and you're still in the chat. You're a beauty, Mr. Fuji. If anything, I'm going to put that on Drewski. Chico, Kings have a birthday club thing, and the next Nucks game in LA after November is on my birthday month, so I'll probably go to that one as well. That's cool. Okay, cool. All right. So I went to BCIT, Radio Broadcast Communications program, graduated. I think I've got, hang on. Oh. See this? I paid $12,000 for this. It's a little dusty. But one of the cool things that I got to do while I was there is have an interview with Mr. John Shorthouse. So what I'm going to do for you guys right now, you're going to get a chance to see this beauty and going to get to hear my personal chat with one John Shorthouse. So enjoy, and we'll be right back with some more Canucks hockey.
Hi, and welcome to the second quarter of Making Contact on Evolution 107.9. As I said in the first quarter, we're now talking with John Shorthouse, the voice of the Vancouver Canucks. He's now in his 9th season as the full-time radio broadcaster for the Canucks, and I'm pretty sure everyone listening has at least heard one game he's called, and I have to say he is my favorite. So, John, how are you doing today?
I'm well. I hope the game everybody heard wasn't last night.
When your mic cut out.
We had a few technical issues at a key time.
It's because you didn't have Mike Whittingham with you.
Well, that could be it. That could be it.
Yeah.
He'd be the first to tell you that. Inside joke, that's our engineer at home games at GM Place.
Could you maybe just talk about when you first got interested in becoming a hockey broadcaster?
When I was a tyke, I've said that I grew up a hockey fan in Vancouver, and if you're a hockey fan in Vancouver, then naturally you tend to grow up a fan of the Canucks, and the Canucks were a terrible team for most of my formative years and through the middle, late 70s and early 80s, save for the one trip to the final in 82, but I always felt that one thing they could lay claim to, despite the fact they were horrid in the standings and had 16 consecutive sub-500 seasons, they could always lay claim to the fact that they had the best play-by-play man in the league, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I was probably biased because he was about the only one I heard on a regular basis, but that was Jim Robson. And I grew up wanting to be Jim Robson, so I've known for a long time what I wanted to do, and I have tapes dating back to days before my voice had changed, and so I knew early on, and I kind of charted a course for myself to try to get to this point, and that included, going to BCIT. It included, before that, taking typing in grade 9 as opposed to drama, which everyone else was doing, and just making sure I took all the steps so that I would be able to get a job in the industry and hopefully spin that into the job I really wanted.
Now, it is a fairly uncommon job, and there's not that many openings like being the voice of the Vancouver Canucks or any other NHL team for that fact. Having this job at a fairly young age for broadcasting, what's it like achieving what you wanted to? Like, what's it like having your dream come true?
Yeah, it was pretty satisfying when it happened, and I still don't have a bad day on the job. I can't think of one I've had, except maybe when the mic went out last night, or in the last game, I should say. I remember vividly the day I was hired to do the job. I was 28 years old. I'd been at SportsPage for 8 years, starting behind the scenes and eventually graduating to hosting and reporting duties and some production as well. And the day I got hired in July of 1998 will forever be stuck in my mind, in the excitement of realizing that this dream had come true. And a little bit of that dream-like part of it is worn off naturally. We're 10 years in now, but it's still, I think, the best job in the world. I mean, it's you get to go and follow a team you grew up caring about, and follow all their ups and downs, see every minute of every game, and not have to pay for a ticket. So it's a pretty cool job. I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Now you're the radio broadcaster, but you also have done a little bit of television. Is there much of a difference between doing television and radio for calling a hockey game?
Yeah, there can be. For me at this stage, there isn't, because the TV games I'm doing are simulcasts, and I have to remember first and foremost that my duty is to my radio listeners. So I don't alter my call when I do a simulcast, because I still need to paint that radio picture. But the easiest way to describe it, and I've done this, I think I've told you this before in previous conversations, and the easiest way to describe it is that on television, whoever it is, Jim Houston or Bob Cole or whomever, all they have to say is Naslund. Whereas on radio, I have to say Naslund with the puck, left wing boards at center. Because you're always painting a picture of who has it, where it is, what's going on the ice. So there's a lot more words you have to use, and the trick, I think, the secret, and I'm not sure I've discovered the secret yet. You're always striving to get better, but it's economy of words. You learn how to say the most in the fewest number of words, and you just sort of try to hone that as you move along.
Yeah, and not only economy of words, but also having like a wide variety. You have to have more than just the same thing over and over again. Otherwise, people get bored.
No, it's true. And if and when, and I somewhat often go back and listen to air checks, and that's mostly what I'm listening for. I'm listening for repetition of words, and I say, boy, I'm saying that a lot. Is there another way to say that, or can I come up with a variety of ways to describe something so it doesn't become redundant? And that's something you're always working on. Like I say, you're always trying to get better. You're always learning new tricks of the trade, and I don't think that'll ever change for as long as I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah. Well, they always say that in any job or anything you do in life, if you don't move ahead, you're falling behind.
It's very deep for us. It's very deep.
I try. I was just going to ask, besides going back and listening to your own air checks, what else do you do to prepare to call a game? Do you actually research new words, or how do you prepare yourself to get ready to call a game?
You try to bone up as much as you can and get up to date, obviously, with what's going on with the Canucks, and that's not so hard when you're calling every game. I have a word file on every team in the league, and as we head into each game, I update each player's little bio that I have, and it's sort of trends and stats and milestones and hometowns and all that sort of stuff. So obviously the Canucks I update on a near daily basis. And the other teams, I just update as we go along. The internet is a great tool. I mean, I can read every daily in every city in North America and know what's going on with every team, pretty much. And the satellite's a great tool as well. You know, you have the opportunity to see as many games as you want. You know, for me, the center ice package is maybe not the best investment in the world because I'm out of town so much, and even when I am in town, I'm working a lot. I have 2 little kids, but even the opportunity to tape a game or 2 a week of some of the teams that we have that we're going to be facing, and a chance to watch them play ahead of time and see who's playing with who, what they're saying on their broadcast. You know, it's so helpful. So that's pretty cool as well. So it's become a lot easier through the years. It's really just a case of how much time you're willing to put in order to be as prepared as possible.
Now, not only that, not even calling the game, but during the whole broadcast, you have to put out liners. And for those who don't know what that is, talking about products or this game is brought to you by, do you have like a bunch of just papers in front of you just to read at certain occasions?
Yeah, I have a binder. I have 2 binders. I have one which is the cue sheet, and that's for when we throw to break, and we throw to break numerous times throughout the night, as you can imagine, and it's all pretty structured. There's 3 90-second commercial breaks within each period of the hockey game, and you learn to know when they're going to be coming in terms of manpower situations on the ice and how much time is on the clock. So there's a bit of a secret formula to it, but once you've done it for a while, you know exactly when the commercials are coming. Then I have another binder which is full of the sponsorship stuff you talked about. So the puck drop credits and the goalie credits and the keys to the game and the coach's comments and the power play contest and the score and win contest. And there's a lot of paperwork. And the thing people may not understand, and not trying too hard to give ourselves a big pat on the back, but it's just the 2 of us, really, Tom and I. And Mike Whittingham, the aforementioned one, would probably argue a bit because he helps us out on the home games. But really, we have to be self-sufficient because on the road, we're on our own. And so we have to, you know, keep track of all the things, make sure we get all the sponsor mentions in and that we don't miss anybody. And do it at the appropriate time, hopefully without missing a goal. So it can be a bit of an air traffic controller type situation, but I think we managed to do a pretty good job of it.
I think there's more than a number of people that would probably agree with that. Okay, well, that makes sense. Just to have all that prep is, I'm assuming that there's just, how many hours would you say you prep for a game in a day?
Well, between prepping and writing and filing reports and appearing live on the various shows on the All Sports station, which was a bit of an adjustment coming from an all-news station where they didn't want as much of our time, and that's not a slam. It's just been a different can of worms. But between all that, it's a full day. I mean, I get up at about 6:30 and start reading and researching and doing live hits and take a short break in the afternoon after going to the rink. You know, we go to the rink in the morning, visit the 2 teams, watch their practice, do some interviews, come home, grab a quick bite, do a little more work up until about 2 o'clock, and then I try to take a break of some length and maybe either go for a walk or lie down on the couch for a little bit at some point between 2 and 4. And then 4 o'clock, I'm off to the rink, interview the coach for the coach's show, have a quick bite to eat there, and then it's up to do the pregame show, and away we go until about 10 o'clock when we head home. So it's a full day. And you learn to, there's a lot of time management. There's a lot of deadlines within the day. And again, you just learn to meet those, and it's all time management. And I guess the tricky part comes when you're traveling to different time zones, and you have to try to figure out when all your deadlines are. But again, you get kind of used to that as the seasons go on.
Okay. Last question. Most people wouldn't answer this one, but if somebody wants to take your job someday, what do they need to do to get started on that?
I thought you were going to say, how much do you make? That's usually when people say, well, most people won't answer this. What do they need to do? They need to have a passion for it, first of all. You know, I always harken back to when I started at Sports Page. And before you even got to the next stage of the interview process to work on that show, the very first thing you had to do was write a general knowledge sports quiz. And if you didn't score, I think, between 80 and 90% minimum, you didn't even get to the next stage of talking to the producer. There needs to be a passion for it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the Canucks. It can be the sport. It can be another team. It can be whatever. But you need to be into it. So there's that. I would say practice. I started in my basement and did it for many years into a tape recorder with buddies or by myself, and I did different sports as well, but hockey was certainly the one I felt I was best at. And, then when I landed the job at Sports Page after going through BCIT, I continued to practice. I'd go up into the rafters of the Coliseum and call games where nobody could see me. And that's really all you can do, and try to find a way into the industry, continue to hone your skills, and hopefully someday your dream will come true, because mine certainly did. And this is going to sound corny, but I totally believe in the power of positive thinking, and I'm not any kind of zealot in any sense. I'm not a religious person or anything like that, but I used to do a lot of visualization of this happening. I remember vividly, in some the sort of early and mid '90s, when I was working at Sports Page, and I'd take my dog Moses for a walk in the woods at UBC out in the Pacific Spirit Park, and I would just mentally image me getting the job that I wanted and working as play-by-play guy for the Canucks, and lo and behold, it happened. So I'm not saying that your wishes are going to come true, but if you work at them and you believe in them, then maybe they will.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you very much for doing the interview. And I really appreciate it, taking some of your time today. And I guess I'll see you around at the Canucks game, hopefully.
Yeah, thanks, man. I enjoyed it.
That was John Shorthouse, voice of the Vancouver Canucks. Thanks for listening to this half hour of Making Contact. Up next is Alex Grebenyak with former Vancouver Canuck Darcy Rhoda. You're listening to Making Contact on Evolution 107.9.
We're back. Just like that. What'd you think? Little interview with one John Shorthouse. What a good guy. Yeah, so the story behind that one, obviously, I showed you my Dusty certificate from BCIT. Ended up getting the opportunity to speak with John Shorthouse. And as he mentioned, we did see each other on a regular basis back in the day. It was lots of fun. I sold Canucks for Kids 50/50 tickets at the games. Great deal, great cause. And I ended up being the guy who got to go up to the booth to sell to Larshide and Shorty and all the other guys up there. Always really, really nice. And then eventually was able to set up that interview for, as you saw, Making Contact on Evolution 107.9. You can still tune it. 107.9, you can probably pick it up if you live in Burnaby. If you're outside of that, then no. Gary Wiseman, how do I set up a Discord on my pager? You gotta connect it to a landline, I think, first. Tyler Lyons, Mr. Fuji, you mean the Nokia block dinosaur phone? Toesley, lanky looking sharp at 40. Yep. After 40. Yeah, he's definitely not been bad out there. DeSaints is back on the booze. I let the liqueur do the thinking, Ricky. Big Mac. Ah ha 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 ha, Gary Wiseman. KG Bradley, dusty like Russ's mitts. Yeah, my hands are dusty. I haven't played hockey in a long time. Mr. Fuji, laugh out Nokia was a burner, had Snake installed stock. Gary Wiseman, somehow John looks older in that old clip with glasses than he does now. Yeah, there's some janky photos there. Tyler Lyons, Fred Flintstone up in here. The Saints, don't play any crap either, brah. That Creed crap. Drewski with the quick response. With arms wide open. Yeah, Major Tell, you're right. Shorty is the GOAT. Mr. Fuji, yeah, Russ, none of that Boys to Men-ish stuff you were listening to in the college years. I was lucky enough that Evolution 1079 was actually an alternative station. So I did get to sneak in a little Foo Fighters and all that. Zoe saying rheumatiz juice. Rheumatiz juice. Major Tau, it's Backstreet. The Saints laugh my ass off. Russ sounds like he's 12. Yeah. So even funnier, not only do I sound like I'm 12, I also had my tonsils removed right after radio school. So all of the demos, all of the work, everything that I could send out to say, hey, give me a job, my voice completely changed. So it dropped quite a bit when I got my tonsils removed. Can you see? I don't know if you can see down my throat there. Major Tau, yes. Yeah. So with the Atari, you have to get the upgraded memory though. KJ Brazzy, cop or porn star. Yeah, some of those pictures. Tyler Lyons, KJ, yes to both. Tyler Lyons. Okay, here we go. We're about to drop the puck on the third period. So let's do the sync. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52. Underway in the third period. If I can spell. Period. There it is. Updated. 2-1 Canucks. Not a lot of shots in this game. After 2 periods, only 17 shots for the Canucks and 16 for Philly. Because there has been much chaos as we saw. Yeah, I'm just gonna close. Oh, Lankinen. Holding on to it. Lankinen. So the funny thing is when I was at BCAT, I actually got tonsillitis like 3 times over the 2 years I was there. And that's the reason I got my tonsils removed, because they were already far too large for my throat. And then every time they got infected, it sealed off. So it was really bad. Yeah. Can you imagine if I was 12 years old at BCAT? No, that was like 2007, 2008 or something like that. So just a cool 15 years ago or so. Can you believe Shorty's still calling games after 15 years? Were you using a rotophone, Russ? Yeah, I mean, the janky BCIT equipment that we had, there was definitely some sound issues there, so I apologize. Quality was not top for a college radio station, but we did have some pretty cool setups. Sherwood shot wide. Susie with a nice pass up to Sherwood on that one. Just under 19 minutes left to go in the third period. Lankinen making another stop on Forrester. Still pushing for another one. Big Mac 133. I would like to be a helpful hand in Nothing Community at Fuji at Drew. Drop me a message later after the game. Will do, Mac. Boom. I dub the Big Mac a moderator. And Big Mac, you use Discord too, so we can probably use you on that as well. Now we got 3 moderators in here. Yeah, once things get crazy in here, I'll definitely need as much help as I can get. You're right, Fuji. I forgot Coach Taka was a Flyer, yeah. Yeah, he was a beauty for the Flyers. Those mean late 80s teams, I think. Early 90s. Philly with a little bit of pressure. Petey carries it out to center ice. Across the sprong. Shot high and wide. And then Petey battles for the puck and then falls down. It's got to be the number one thing. Everyone knows my humor is dark, sarcastic, never meaning anything. I like this group, man. Awesome people. Every one of you guys, funny as hell. Yes. Fuji, I think you're like the number one funniest person in this group. People come here to see my face, but they come here to see your messages in chat. Oh. I think that went off the I think it might have gone in. It definitely hit a crossbar and a post. There it is. Yeah, there's the horn. That'll be a goal. Philadelphia presses start the third and scores. A couple Flyers fans in the crowd cheering. Tyler Lyons, Fuji. Yeah, man, this group is really awesome. Tyler, I agree. You're awesome. Major shout out, Mr. Fuji. You are the law. KJ Brazzy. This is me ignoring the fact that the Flyers just scored, but I guess we should look at it. Oh. Huh. Did it go in? Guess it must have hit like the inside of the post or something. Woof. Yeah, they're calling it a goal. TSI, Mike, go Canucks go. Don't give Fuji any prop to go straight to his head. Wrap around short side. Lankinen almost left the post, but he managed to stay. Mr. Fuji saying DeBrusque gets the next goal. Empty net. Big Mac, would people use Discord if we started a nothing Discord? Gary Wiseman said I would. With it being so close in the poll. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you don't necessarily have to use it. There's still going to be obviously all the chat that's going on here. But it's one of those ways that we can coordinate stuff. We can do Q&As. Eventually, I will be looking at adding the membership option. Icing? I'm here yammering on about Discord and special memberships, and the Canucks are icing the puck. Look at Yogi over there looking with Sprong, having a look. Coaching on the bench. Love to see it. I'm going to be honest here. I probably won't. KJ Brazzy, you can still chat with us here. Calvin says Brock scores. Big Mac, thank you, my brethren. Yeah, welcome to the mod team, Big Mac. Shot low. Harrison with the save. Things are just degrading into the after whistle shenanigans. Got all 5 Flyers down low with the Miller line. Congrats, Mac got the A. Hachiko, congrats on the promotion, Big Mac. The Saints, I'm heading to Mrs. Pong's after the game. Fuge, meet me there and I'll get it, brah. Mr. Fuji, hype, Mac attack. Major Tao, all hail, Big Mac 133. Cue cards, congratulations, Mac. And then Jay's like, 2-2. Big Mac's like, wait. Commence the eyes wide shut initiation ceremony. I've never actually seen eyes wide shut. I think that came out while I was still a good little boy, not watching all that nudity. Okay. 16-19 left to go in the third. Canucks get a shot, putting on some pressure after they gave up the goal, which is good to see. Juleson gets the puck out. Nice pass up the boards. Shot, and Harrison saw it the whole way. A wild pass by DeBrusque there. Icing. Philly ices the puck again. At KJ Brazzy, that was in. Yep, you are absolutely right. Wait, why was there a horn? Yeah, Hachiko, whenever a goal is scored, but the refs on the ice don't actually see it, then the people upstairs go, and then they stop the play. Drew Richards, welcome to Team Mackers. Big Mackers. Yeah, it was a weird goal. Looked like a bit of a miscommunication between Hronek and Lankinen. Sherwood drops the puck. Hughes drops the puck. Hronek scoops the puck down the ice. Would have been icing, but the Canucks got ahead of it. Oh, puck came out. Wasn't supposed to be there, but suddenly it was. 15-20 left to go in the third. 2-2. Suter, Bluger. Forbert trying to get another assist. Back up to Forbert. Besser shot high. Quinn Hughes down low. So now you have Forbert and Besser on defense. But it looks like Philly's trying to change, so no damage done. Purple Lion. Hoglander across. Blocked. Hughes. Shot. Wide. Forbert down the boards. Hoglander keeps it going down. Miller. They're a mid-change for the Canucks right now. Forbert is so slow. Oh my God. Lankinen challenging. I don't think that Lankinen thought he was going to pass it, so he challenged the shot. Good play. Purple Line, compared to last year, is our defense worse, or is our defense not scoring enough? I would say the bottom pair is a downgrade from what we had last year. We like to give Cole a hard time for the amount of goals that he scored against the Canucks in the playoffs while playing for us last year, but I would say that we're probably downgraded in the bottom pair of 5-6. Not as much speed. Desharnais and Forbert are really slow, but Juleson could be a solid guy for that 5-6. But you're probably going to see a rotation of Juleson, Desharnais, and Forbert. Shot wide. High and wide. Manages to keep the puck down low. DeBrusk with a nice touch pass. The puck gets down the ice. Just under 14 minutes left to go in the third period. Yes, Mr. Fuji, I will allow you to take back your empty net prediction. Okay, no, you changed your mind mid-comment. I didn't even read the whole thing. We get the go-ahead goal, and DeBrusk still gets an empty net at 4-2. Yeah, Gary Wiseman's probably right. Way too early to say about the defense. And then KJ Bradley, both. Mr. Fuji laugh out. TSI Mike hype. Hello, brother. Congrats on the win yesterday. TSI Mike, who do you cheer for? Derek, defense took a major hit with Lindholm and Zaddy going to Boston. I mean, Zadorov is playing on the bottom pair down there too for $5 million, which is nothing that the Canucks could afford. So hate to see Zadorov go, but for $5 million, he's not worth it. Major Tau with some TSI Mike hype. Gary Wiseman at Purple Lion can take anything away from this game. We've been playing a D-man down the whole game. Yeah, that is also a problem. At the end of the day, with Tyler Myers going down in the first 2 minutes of tonight's game, suddenly you have guys playing together that don't normally play together. And it's just more minutes. I think someone early asked, Purple Line, you asked how much time the fourth line plays, and usually, it's 10 minutes out of the whole 60. So tonight, not a really good game. Little Draco in the chat. Hi, little Draco. Welcome. Gary Wiseman says hi. Mike, Mr. Fuji, yes. Mike tunes early Toronto games, guys. Doesn't cross our paths. Give him a sub. Ooh, Mike, TSI Mike. I'll have to check out your channel. TSI, Toronto Sports Insider. Yeah. I think we might have to do a collab there, Mr. Mike. Lefty all around in the chat. Welcome. Oh, it's a penalty. So Susie hits the puck over the glass. And the Canucks win the faceoff. Unpaved in the chat. Welcome. Flyers on the power play. Put the puck back in offside, so they have to leave it. Canucks clear the puck down the ice and pressuring Sherwood all the way down low. Reads the play really well. Suter just killing some time now. Hustling back. 13 minutes left to go. Just under a minute 20 left to go on the power play. Canucks pick up the puck. Get the puck all the way down the ice. The Saints, is PD playing tonight? I mean, he's on the ice sometimes. Welcome Mike and Draco from Drewski, the mod. Little Draco, bro, don't ignore me, please. Little Draco, hi. Hi, Draco, hi. Sorry, I'm a little behind on chat a lot of the time. I try and read everything. 40 seconds left to go on the power play for Philly. Oh, did somebody get a stick on that? Because that puck was going right across the crease. Wonder if the defenseman or the goalie got a piece of that because they disrupted the shot. Lankinen with a good save again. Quinn Hughes picks up the puck and shoots it down the ice. 12 minutes left to go. 10 minutes left to go on the power play. Laugh out loud. Mike comes here and all of a sudden there's 37 and 29. Thank you, Mike, for bringing the people with you. Little Draco, Pokemon. Pokemon Go. Gary Wiseman at Little Draco. He'll get to your message in about 20 minutes. I'm always dragging behind. Nice, buddy. Hello, Miss Allison. Oh. Oh, no, York. You get a goal and then you take a penalty. That's not how you want to do it. Lefty all around. Go Canucks, go. Big Mac. Hello, Draco. How's your night? Drewski. Yeah. Lefty, welcome. Little Draco. Let me talk to him. Little Draco, what do you want to talk about, buddy? What do you want to talk about? Oh, Mike, we need to figure out radio eventually. TSI Mike, I do my best. She's sleeping 300,000 views. Tires are out tonight. Big stream for you, TSI Mike. Wowzers, 300,000. 289,000 on the Dodgers versus Padres. 3,500 on the Argos. So, Mike, are you running like multiple streams? Are you streaming like a whole bunch of different games at the same time? Canucks on the power play. Over 3 on the night. They've had some good chances, but haven't been able to put it in the net. Ruining their percentage for the year. Mr. Fuji Sportsnet just cut me off. Hopefully you get the game feedback. TSI Mike, I remember sitting in your chair, Russ. Keep up the great work here, gentlemen. Thank you very much, Mike. Thanks for stopping by and bringing some people with you. I appreciate it. Much appreciated. Yeah, and everyone here who hasn't, go check out TSI Mike, the Sports Insider. Or Toronto Sports Insider, I should say. Sorry. Flyers 3-on-2 on the penalty kill. Oh, Lankinen with the save. Nobody knows where the puck is. 1 minute left to go on the power play. 10:30 left to go in the third. 2-2. Second power play unit starting to come out. Yeah, you got Sprong and Heineman out there. Quinn Hughes still on. Oh, wow. So they actually, Ratu's been kind of benched, and so is Sprong. Guess they're shortening the bench. Drew Richards, thanks, Mike. 24 seconds left to go in the third. Two Canuck players try to get the puck down low and can't. And another power play, fourth power play of the game tonight that goes without a goal. Canucks are now being outshot 24-21. I don't think they got a single shot on that last power play. TSI. He's paying attention to the game. Why are we here? Oh, it's behind him. Puck's still loose. That is the first time on my stream that I can say that I am okay with that icing call. TSI Mike, laugh out. He's paying attention to the game. Why are we here? Lefty all around, but is prone to mistakes. Yes. Juleson is prone to mistakes. Big PK incoming. Let's see. Yes, sir. Can handle up to 4 at once. 1 for each Toronto team. Okay, leaving for real this time. Ha ha ha. I'll believe it when I see it, Mike. Congratulations on your big stream tonight. Thanks for popping by. Much appreciated. I'll have to check you out. Check you out. Get some tips and tricks, eh? If you're watching, hit that sub button. Thank you very much, TSI Mike. I appreciate you stopping by. Probably way past your bedtime at this point, eh? Philadelphia had 5 penalty shots last year, and there was only 16 in the entire league. It's like 30% of the league's penalty shots went to one team. Forbert blocks the puck. Oglander fighting. Oglander's taking a holding call. Jason Cormos, Sportsnet is trash, kicked me out. Jason, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Is your feed totally dead? TSI. I'm fading. Hope all the Canucks win it. See ya, gents. Calvin, for me, it's regionally blocked. That sucks, my dude. It stopped working for Fuji as well. That's so weird. Jason, no, you're not the only one that has said that the Sportsnet has stopped working. Mr. Fuji, wow, I'm cut off Sportsnet. Everyone get picket signs. Drewski, Google their address, bud. Yeah, Jason, I agree. If you're paying monthly for Sportsnet Plus or whatever they call it, and it's not giving you the game that you want to watch, then that is bullshit. Hachiko's just secretly yeah, this is why you use the secret Russian sites. Unpaved saying, yeah, same here. Missing the feed. That's awful. Should we do just Canada-wide? Is it, we just pick everyone up on the way? I'm pretty much probably as far west as you can get. Big Mac, start the Batmobile. Send them a strongly worded letter. Yeah. Yeah, and then Sherwood did a good job on that play to not actually touch the puck. As an American, I support your Canadian struggles. Purple Line's using ESPN Plus in Houston. Working good. Yeah, Hoglander taking another penalty, giving the Flyers another chance to come into the lead in the game. Susie blocks the pass. Puck goes all the way down the ice. What an outlet pass. Canucks did well to just get that puck and dump it all the way down the ice. Calvin, I'm in the middle of BC pretty much. I wanted to watch Vancouver, but can't. That's so dumb. You live in BC and you can't watch the Canucks game? .655 left to go in the third. 50 seconds left to go in the third period, power play. And Lankinen has the puck just kind of come in, trickling over to him, and he covers it up. Flyers now have 27 shots, the Canucks 22 shots. Jason, by the way, thank you for streaming the preseason. It's why I subbed. Yeah, Jason, I wish I could play every single game for you. I wonder, what do you guys think? Because I also have a Twitch account. Because what I could do is stream on both Twitch and YouTube and then put the radio feed on one of them, maybe. Thanks for stopping by, Jason. I'm going to look into a couple different options here. And then Tippett comes in late after the puck's already covered to cause some shenanigans. And Susie's like, hell no, bro. Hell no. Yeah, geo-blocking is BS. Yeah. Our pleasure, Jason from Juicy. Big Mac, always our pleasure, Jason. Jay, Canuck puppy Eddie is cute. I always love a good puppy. Good thing my dog finally ate his dinner. Dobby, still on the antibiotics. There it is. The Flyers take themselves off the power play. Tortorella is not happy about it. Torts. Q cards with the update from Abbotsford. Brandstrom is on the board for Abbotsford. Perfect. Yeah, Tippett with the accidentally on purpose knocking down Miller. So we got some 4-on-4 hockey for 30 seconds, and then the Canucks will go to the power play. Yeah, I mean, the fact that so many people were having trouble finding that stream too, Calvin, was wild. Remember that night, everyone? Those 2 nights we had like 2,000 people up in here. It was crazy times. Get some love in the chat for Jason. Jason Kormos. Some love in the chat. It's been a chaotic period so far, Jason. Chaotic game, really. Harrison with seeing eye save through a bunch of sticks and legs. Get the fuck out of the paint. Yep. You love to see it. Get away from our goalie. And then Big Mac's like, Big Mac, I think we need to get you to put $1 in the swear jar now. 9 seconds left in 4-on-4, and then we go to a Canucks power play. That's wild. The Canucks only had 3 players on the ice for a second there. Who shot blocked in front. Pedersen couldn't quite hold it. Miller on the half boards, back to Hughes. Hughes over to Petey. Petey down to Besser. Quinn Hughes at the point, over to Miller. Miller to the half boards to DeBrusque. Shot wide. Oh, Pedersen tried to feed it Besser in front. Canucks 0 for 4 tonight so far through all these power plays. 45 seconds left to go in this power play. The swear jar strikes again. Lee Jade in the chat. Welcome, Lee Jade. Yeah, it is a tight game. 2-2 right now. 5 minutes left to go in the third. Canucks got 30 seconds left to go on the power play. So weird, B. Yo, same. My partner's Sportsnet keeps saying only available in Canada. We're in Canada. Maybe try a VPN to fool it to thinking that you're in Canada. Garland trying to get to the middle, but loses the puck. Hoglander back out with Garley. Spinning. Hughes high. Garland puts it to the crease, but Arison manages to get control of it. Yeah. So it looks like Ratu hasn't gotten a lot of time in this period. Big Mac puts the dollar in. Lee Jade, I'm sorry to hear that Canucks are not available to you, but we'll give you a good idea of what's going on. Calvin says, for a team like Philly, we should be doing a bit better considering we signed 2 people to a lot of money and they ain't doing anything. Yes. Hronek hasn't looked very good, and PD is not looked very good either. Now, Lee, now I understand why you're crying. Yeah, Drewski, Mod Drewski, Ripley. Sorry, lots saying that. Pedersen and Hronek both are dropped goose eggs. DeSaints 53 watching record. I will. The last stream we had, guys, it was beautiful. We actually had 69 people watching at one point, and that's nice. B, I wonder if the app's having issues. Yeah, it's very possible. Yeah, Jason's saying the same thing. I'm in enemy territory. Good old Alberta. Yeah, I mean, Jason, it doesn't make sense. You're in Canada, right? So, yeah. Gary with the epic comment. It's possible Alberta seceded from Canada. Maybe, yeah, maybe, what's her face? Danielle has finally cut the cord and you are officially not a part of Canada. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry that you had to find out like this, Jason. Same for us. It keeps cutting in and out. Well, at this point, I should probably just stream the whole game if you guys can't get it. I literally made a jar to put my swear in, $1 every time for my captain. Oh, captain, my captain. Big Mac staying honest. That's pretty talented too, Big Mac. Be able to make the jar in the middle of the game. Gary's right. Yeah, Lee B, you're all in BC. 3:44 left to go in the period. Miller tips the puck down low. 3:34 left to go in the period. Besser intercepts. Backhand high. Feel like I should do a little play-by-play for you guys, but I don't want to overstep my bounds. If you guys want me to do play-by-play, put play-by-play in the chat. Ratu back on the ice. I'm not allowed to legally stream that. I would be immediately copyrighted. Forbert hard pass to the center. Hughes over to Forbert. Oh, looking for that slap pass. Couldn't make connection. Looks like Philly got a stick on it. Hughes skates up the half boards. Right over the top. Shot blocked. Ratu battling in the corner, loses it. Oh, Philly tries to get a partial change on. They managed to get 2 players off, I think. Jason wants the play-by-play. Try it out. More circus time. Hmm. 2:15 left to go in the third period. 2-2. Susie starting out of his own zone. Long pass up to the blue line. Garland working it down low. DeBrusque throws a hit on the end boards. Misses the puck though. Puck comes out of the Philadelphia zone. Pettersson fighting at the blue line. Garland trying to get it. Puck's just in people's skates, slowly making it back down the ice. Now it goes back into the Philadelphia zone. DeBrusque in pursuit. Pass the center. Petey avoids a big hit, gets the puck down low. Sherwood skating hard, hits York in the corner. But Philly comes up with the puck, brings it down the ice. Shot wide. Philadelphia just misses the far side of the net. Veronic collects the puck in the corner, puts it down low. Forbert picks it up. High pass all the way, tipped into the zone. JT Miller on the forecheck. But the Philadelphia player manages to clear the puck up the boards. Philly brings it out to ice. 2-on-3. Puck dribbles in on Lankinen. Has a little trouble with it, but manages to cover the puck and get the whistle with 55 seconds left to go in the period. That is the 30th shot of the game for Philly. All of a sudden, 63 people showed up. Even the AI is useless. Eric, welcome. I'm so sad that you guys can't get the game right now because I don't want to be your only source. I just want to hang out with you and chat about the game. 55 seconds left to go. 2-2. Might get some circus time here. Broken up at the blue line. JT Miller goes for a change. Juleson collects the puck, brings it up the boards. Pettersson steals, shoots, just wide. Pettersson in the corner. Philly clears the puck out to center. Forbert collects, drops back for Hronek. Hronek up to Pettersson. Pettersson tips the puck into the Philadelphia zone. And the Canucks look to keep the puck down low in the Philly zone. Puck comes out at the blue line. Oh, Hathaway trying to break away. Can't quite. Garland bringing it down into the zone. Shot off the goalie. Pettersson behind the net. Over to Garland. Wide angle shot. Hronek didn't realize there was no time left on. Didn't actually take a shot. And that is the end of regulation. So we're going to get some 3-on-3 overtime. As I always mention, for everyone who's just tuning in, I'm watching the game on Sportsnet. I've got a cable box because I'm an old man. I was actually planning on canceling my cable and going to Sportsnet Plus. Isaiah Jamal in the chat, Vancouver. Eric Holds, yes, it's overtime time. But here at Nothing is Perfect, we call it circus time because it's chaos. Yeah, and as Russia took out Sportsnet. Oh, can you imagine they cut the big cord? Sportsnet is alive to VPN, unfortunately. Chris Cunningham. Hey, yo, go Nux Hughes in overtime. Chris Cunningham calling Hughes to score in overtime. Watch the subscriber count jump every time Sportsnet crashes. Yeah, the Canucks website screwed up and got me a bunch of subs. Now Sportsnet Plus is screwing up, so it's going to get a bunch of people in here. As I mentioned, I'm more of a color commentator. That's what I did back in the day. A little bit of work with the Burnaby Express. But tonight I will try and do play-by-play for all you unfortunate souls who can't get the game on Sportsnet Plus. So who we calling? Who we calling for the overtime winner? His palms are sweaty. Vomit on a sweater. Mom spaghetti. Hey, what's the time in the period? It is just in between. So we're at the end of regulation. I'm calling, I think, Pedersen. Pedersen scores the OT winner. Q Cards thinks Garland's going to score. Yes, Lee, it is going to be 3-on-3. JT Miller from KJ. Big Mac saying Miller. Yeah, Calvin, we need Myers back for that wraparound. Canucks take the puck in overtime. Got Besser, Miller, and Hughes out. Hughes dangling into the Philadelphia zone. Holds up on the half boards. Passes back to Miller. Miller skates over center. Over to Besser. Besser puts it back to Hughes at the point. Besser runs a little bit of interference, not enough to get a penalty. Slides the puck through the crease, and the puck comes all the way down. Philadelphia drops the puck back so they can enable a change of two players. Blocked by Hughes. Besser collects the puck, passes it back to Hughes. Hughes takes a minute and lets two of his players change. Yeah, where's the neckhead vid? He didn't get one out after the last game. DeBrusk at center. Pedersen falls at the blue line. Back to Hughes. Hughes is trying to get a change. Hughes gives a pass back between Petey and DeBrusk. Petey collects a puck, skates through center ice. Over to DeBrusk coming down the half boards. Out front to Pedersen. Pedersen can't get a stick on it. The puck comes back out. Philadelphia passes it out all the way to the Canucks blue line. Now with possession down low. Philadelphia passes back up the half boards. Drysdale takes the puck, skates back, allows two of his teammates to change. Now Philadelphia winds back up, skating into the Canucks zone. Shot wide. Lankinen might have gotten a piece of that one. Philadelphia takes the puck back out. Garland pressuring him light at the blue line. Again, Drysdale just getting hounded. And the puck came out. That's going to be offside. So the offside, delayed offside, Forrester fell down in the zone and then the puck hit him. So that caused it to be offside call. Oh, and Garland almost took Drysdale. Would have had a clear lane to the net. Play-by-play needed. He slipped on the puck like a banana peel. Yes, KJ, I can see that. Oh, Knuckhead, you're right. Yeah. He does one every couple games. 11.6 million. Big Mac reminding us about Pedersen's contract. So we got Miller, Garland, and Hughesy out. Hughes skates through center. Back to Miller with some speed. Coming in. Has a shot off the side of the net. Garland pressuring down low. Puck goes all the way down. Lankinen comes out because the Philadelphia player was going to make it back. Passes it up to Garland. Garland passes it over to Hughes. Hughes back to Garland coming through center ice. Besser out on the ice in the slot. Turning over to Hughes on the far side. Hughes tries to make a play. Probably some confusion with Garland there. Besser back up to Garland. Garland can't keep control of the puck. Puck comes out to center ice. And now you got Garland controlling in his own zone. Back to Besser in his own zone. Garland's going to go for a change. Besser's going to take a minute. Oh. Patterson came on to replace Garland, but unfortunately, the puck went off a stick and into the Canucks bench. Yeah, so it looks like York dived for the puck and Garland clipped him. And now because the refs are getting together trying to decide where the faceoff should be, because I think it went off of a Philadelphia stick. So theoretically, that means the puck should be dropped at their blue line. But a lot of the time, they'll just end up dropping it at center ice. 1:58 left to go in the third period. Faceoff at center ice. Petey taking the faceoff. Got Besser on the ice with him. Petey loses the faceoff to the near side. Philadelphia winding up in their own zone. Sandheim coming right in. Oh my goodness. Deke through the backhand. Lankinen with the save. Hughes collects the puck in his own zone. Passes across to the far side to Besser. Besser skates onto the puck. Coming down. Holds up. Back to Hughes. Hughes tries to control the puck. It's all over the place. Might be some bad ice after 3 big, long periods. Pettersson back to Besser. Besser over to Hughes on the near side. Hughesy holds the puck on the far side, does a spin, does another spin, down to Petey. Petey feeds it in front, goes off of the Flyers defenseman, so Besser can't get a clean look at it. Pettersson walking the blue line, drops it for Hughes. Hughes dangling, 56 seconds left to go. Besser takes the puck back at center ice off a pass from Hughes. Besser skates back down over the Philly blue line, holds up in the near side corner. Back to Miller. Miller takes a shot, blocked by 2 Philadelphia Flyers. Miller somehow comes out of the pile with the puck again, collects the puck at the blue line. DeBrusk onto the ice. Hronek at the blue line. Shot just wide. Miller collects in the far side corner, skating up into the slot. Miller turns out, back down to Hronek. Hronek skating in on the far side into the hash marks, goes around the net, over to Miller on the far side. Miller walks the blue line, passes over to DeBrusk. DeBrusk passes over to Hronek. Hronek gets a shot. Harrison makes an easy save. DeBrusk tries to get the puck out front. 2 seconds left. Hronek, one last desperate stab. And that is the end of 3-on-3 overtime. So that means it's going to get even crazier up in here. Time to go to a shootout. Oh, yeah. Roma Tiklin, welcome. It's the first time I've seen you tonight. Welcome. Shootout, shootout. We're going to finish this game with a skills competition, everyone. We're going to take a team sport and turn it into an individual skills contest. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I hope my play-by-play is doing enough for you, even though, I'd rather hear Shorty. I mean, you heard Shorty in the second intermission with me. Great guy. But tonight, you're going to have to listen to my attempt. Michkov, Romantiklin was pretty unnoticeable. The shootout is a best of 3. So they do 3 shots, and if they're tied after that, they have more shots. Take a quick minute, introduce myself. My name is Russell Holiday. If you haven't been in before, we are live reacting to every single Canucks game this entire year. We've hit every single one so far. The goal is to be here together watching the game, every single game. So if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and then you'll be able to see when we're live. Here we're chatting. We've got a great group of people here. It's been absolutely so much fun getting this thing started this year. And I want you guys all to be here to watch the game together. Here we go. Shootout. So it's funny, the rules are overtime. When they go to overtime, they switch ends. And then when they go to shootout, they switch ends again. It's like a beer league rule. Did anyone play beer league before where you know you're going to have to switch ends? So but in the second period, you just The goalie just quickly chops up his crease really bad. Whoo, okay. Shootout's about to get started. Vancouver shoots first. Miller coming to the near side, skating slowly through the hash marks, taking wide angle. Deeks to the backhand, and Arison stays right with him, making a glove save. Very slow move. Very slow move. Couldn't quite get it through. Arison with a good placement of his glove to stop that one on. Oh, Couturier, the captain of Philadelphia Flyers, taking the first shot against Lankinen. Here we are. Here we are. Wide as well. Couturier tries the Forsberg and can't quite get it to go. Lankinen has seen that before. Easy stick save. Puck goes to the corner. No goal. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I changed my mind. Lankinen didn't even touch that. Couturier just put it straight wide. Pettersson taking the second shot for the Canucks. Taking the puck at center. Skating to the far side through the hash marks. Deke, deke, deke. Shoots it wide. No goal. No goal. I guess at this point, I probably should get some kind of a shootout graphic made up. Probably have to use a soccer one, but Silas Clausen in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Brosel in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Eric Holdors. Okay, who we got? Yeah, here's Mitchkov taking a shot for the Philadelphia Flyers. Coming in slow. Oh, Deeks to the backhand. Then goes back to the forehand. Lankinen falls down, but still manages to make the save. No goal. Number 39, Mitchkov. Yeah, he deked to the backhand, pulled it to the forehand, and tried to slide it underneath, but Lankinen stayed with him the whole way. 2 shots for each team. No goal so far. We got DeBrusque taking the third shot for the Canucks. Coming in a little quicker. Skating right down the middle. Shot, top corner, scores! First goal of the shootout. Came in with some speed. Faded a little bit to the right and then shot it left top corner, right over the blocker. Beauty. Just got him moving just slightly. Good shot, DeBrusque. Mason Primo in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Maxwell Gordon. Konechny coming in. Oh. Pulls it. Slides it right underneath Lankinen. That's a tied shootout. 1 goal each. We're going to extra shooters. So we're going to overtime shootout. Maxwell Gordon in the chat. So bad, yeah. Sportsnet ruining it for everyone. Brosil. Okay, I am not the only one. Yeah, no, it's out for everyone. Got Garland taking the 4th shot for the Canucks. Coming in slowly. Deke's backhand. Goes back to the forehand. Tries to jam it in. Arison stays with him the whole way. Closes the bottom of the net. I changed my prediction again. Garland just lost the handle on the puck and it went wide. Forrester scored the first goal for Philly, now taking a shot in the shootout. Tried to go 5-hole as well. Lankinen made the save just with the tip of his pad. Ooh. Welcome, everyone. I apologize for Sportsnet incompetence, but we are here. We're having fun. I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. Brock Besser, your 5th shooter. Let's see what he's got in his little bag of tricks. Skating onto the far side, coming in extra slow, skating back into the middle. Shot low. Arison with a stick save. Jason, I think I agree with you. I want to see Big Hogs take a shot. Ooh. Okay, we got Frost, number 48, taking a shot for the Philadelphia Flyers. Number 5, round 5 of the shootout. See if he tries to go 5-hole as well, because that seems to be the trend. Coming in really slow on the far side. Slowing up even more. Scores. Toe drag, low blocker side scores. In the overtime circus time, Philadelphia manages to pull off a win. Yeah, short. Brutal. Sad Panda. Final in shootout. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in as well. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. We do this every single game. We're going to be live reacting, interacting. I'm Russell Holiday. I guess we should update this too. Unfortunately, 3-2 final. Not happy. Harrison looked really good for the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's get everyone to go and give a call to Sportsnet for ruining everyone's feed tonight. If you haven't yet, like I said, hit that sub button. Get notified that you will be able to join us again anytime Sportsnet fucks up. You can come here and watch the game with us. Hopefully the play-by-play was good enough for you. Living up to Shorty, kind of interesting. We had Shorty on the program earlier today, an old interview I did with him years ago. And then tonight, I had the chance to do a little play-by-play. So hopefully we don't have to do it too often. Again, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. It's been an absolute blast. Look at that. We're getting so close to that 700. We're going to push that up, get that all the way up to 1,000. I appreciate every single one of you. Do we want to see if we can get Dobby up here before we get going? Hey, Dobby, come here. Before everyone goes, come on. Come here, Bubby. Come on. Oh, yes. He got onto the couch and then he laid down. So no Dobby tonight. 701 subs. Awesome. That's so awesome. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. Tonight we had Dusty on for the Rusty and Dusty sideshow. And then we also had John Shorthouse an interview. We're going to be looking at doing a little bit more feature stuff. Lots of fun stuff coming ahead on the channel. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, guys. You guys are making this absolutely amazing. The community that we've already built is amazing. I'll let you guys know I'm going to be working on the Discord this weekend. And like I said, moving forward, we'll actually be looking to have you guys, you right there. I'm pointing at you, you on this show, talking to me together. And it's fun that we have the chat, but like I said, radio guy here, radio, maybe we need to get you guys to come on and chat in real time with me and see how it goes. Okay, I'll try one more time. Dobby, come here. Come here. It's the only way we're going to get him tonight. Just full baby mode. Yes. Your last preview for Dobby. He's upset. He doesn't want to be on camera when the Canucks lose. So one last time before we go tonight, thank you everyone for tuning in. Absolute blast. Sorry to everyone who had the Sportsnet Plus go down on you. That's absolutely terrible, but I'm glad I could provide a service for you. Again, one last time, hit that sub button, get notifications that we're going live. I appreciate you. If Kempner Canucks is going live, I think he's still on vacation, so he might not be on. Clay will be tuning in later like he always does at about 10 o'clock in an hour. Thank you all very much for the kind words tonight. Thank you for tuning in and making this amazing. This community that we've already built so far is incredible. Tell your friends, tell your parents. Let's get a win for the Canucks, because that's 2 games, 2 losses, both got a point. So it's kind of like we're 1-1, but we'll take what we can get. So before I end the stream, as I always say,